Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Karsha Goblin. This is the Goblin Cave, and we're back for our 27th episode of the Rusty Daggers campaign. We are almost 1 year into streaming. I know that's not 52 if you're doing like one show a week. We've missed a little bit over the time, but we've also had time like the summer holidays where I can't do every week. So we're back today with three of our cast members. Unfortunately, both Peach and Kamali are unable to attend today. We do send them their best wishes. Hopefully, they're feeling better. Yeah, it's sad, but we've got some of our cast. We've got most of our cast. So today we have, and who wants to go? Will?
Oh, yes, of course. Hello, my name is Will, and I play Kadan, the Human Grave Cleric. Usually I'm introduced as Kadan, so this is weird. However, yes. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone's been doing well. Hope February was a good time, and now we're here to play.
Yay! Leah?
Hi, I'm Leah. I play Pervane, the Wood Elf Druid. And yes, that was weird not having you introduced as Kadan for a change.
I know.
And today is my last day of a 5-day off, so let's end it with a good note.
Yeah.
And Sky.
Hi, I'm Sky Blue Shrinks, and I play Kip the Kobold Fighter / Wizard. And yeah, pretty excited to get back into it and see what the hell's going on with the rest of that. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll find out.
What, with the rest of the place you just came from, or?
Yeah, the monastery, but I'm not sure. Will we go back there? I don't know. We haven't decided.
I, as a GM, I really would have liked you to have decided beforehand, because I've had to pair up several different things because I don't know where you're going. It's really
on
hard.
on his toes. Come on. Gotta do that info.
And then there was the whole let's go shopping. Thankfully, from Peach, who's not here. So
I mean,
Yeah.
that's Peach's big thing.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be a good once we finish this first arc, maybe.
yes.
I'm gonna drop
Like
everything and go
literally-
shopping.
Yeah.
Like when we get some downtime.
I'm a nature person. You know, I'm not into material things.
You can buy some birds.
Yeah, but then I would have to cage them, or then I would have to set them free, and then that would be wasted gold. You know?
Well, why is it wasted if you're freeing the birds?
That's true. But it's still wasted gold. Oh, look at them. Little birds.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd tease you there. So we ended last week's session, our amazing heist. Not really a dragon heist, but you freed 17 captives from the evil monks, which you still haven't really met. You was just told to go away, and that's about it. You didn't have any interactions. You had no encounters. You fought 0 of them. Which is kind of strange to be able to do such a successful mission without like any incidents at all. I mean, this is role playing. How can that be a thing? So nothing ever happens that well. But you got out of there. It's late at night. You've set up camp on the other side of the river after ferrying groups across the river with water walking. They were very unsure about walking across the river because it's not really a normal thing to do. To walk across the river because commoners are not used to having magic around them. But you've set up camp just next to the Desarin River. You've got future plans to work on. You're on the Summit Hall side of the river, at least. How are you spending your night?
Well, we set up camp by the riverside.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so presumably, we're going to set up a watch, let all the prisoners get some rest. Is going to be sleeping rough, but maybe there's some soft ground. And yeah, just set up a watch. Try and just make sure nothing gets to them.
Okay.
I think throughout the night, Kadan would just be trying to comfort the prisoners as best he can. To make sure that emotionally they're okay, and that they weren't tortured in there, and also the best of the prisoners, the most friendly of them, or at least the delegate that we found, the only one we found. I wanted to ask him a few questions if you didn't see him as tired as the others. If you did seem tired, I would leave him alone and just let him rest for the night.
They all do look physically exhausted. Even when you broke them out of prison, they were all emaciated and exhausted. And then you've walked them several miles away.
All right.
So
I would have spent some time trying to find like food and stuff around the woods because I'm very good at that.
I'll do that as well. Yeah.
I'm good at that. I can find food and water and stuff as long as
water's easy.
It's part of my background.
But you're at a river. Water's easy. That's the good part.
Yeah. It's also part of my background because I can't find food and water for myself and up to 5 other people each day. So I can't find it for a lot of people.
20 or so people here.
Yeah.
So with Kip's help of searching and foraging, you can do a survival. I think it's a survival roll at advantage. No, it's not.
No, it doesn't say. I can post it to you. It doesn't say it's any roll. It just says that
But you can provide for yourself in 5. We're talking about 20.
Yeah.
If I could change my spells.
Create food and water.
Create food and water. 45 pounds of food and water.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can think about that for breakfast.
Yeah. So you can provide for yourself and up to 5 others, but there's like 16 others.
Yeah.
Or there's 20 others beside yourself. So it would be a foraging. A survival roll with Kip's help gives you advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me do that then. Survival. Oh, I'm very good at that.
Well, I'd assume you're very good at it.
Ooh.
And with a natural 20 and a 27, you didn't really need the advantage because the other one was the 25. You easily find a large blackberry bush, and with your druidic skills, you can easily just walk through without being cut or anything like that, and just start picking blackberries off them. And beside that, you find other edible foods and fruits and leaves, and you start bringing back your hoard with Kip's help. And you have a nice big vegan dinner for everybody.
Which is the only way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Kip will try and hunt. Kip will try and hunt something.
It is very late at night, though. I will say this. Like you're doing this at about 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Or sorry, about 9 or 10 o'clock at night, because you've had to escape from the Monterey and then go quite a distance for people that aren't actually up to walking. You walked 8 miles for people that aren't going to be walking fast. So it's
Kip will try and find some meat. Just because
I'm not helping you with that.
You say you're so in touch with nature, but carnivores eating meat is the most natural thing in the world.
I know, but they are still animals that I can understand and talk to.
That's fair enough. I won't expect you to help, but I'll still try and find some for myself.
Okay.
That is fine. I'm not going to judge you.
So that'd be a survival roll without assistance because, the druid's not helping you hunt. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Why are we wasting all those nat 20s now?
Okay. So, I'm really tempted of what would feed an entire group of people? A bear?
Kip could take on a bear by himself. Sure, he could.
So the bear's always the ultimate
Yeah.
hunting failure.
Yeah, when you can turn into a bear, it's kind of hard thinking about eating one. So
I could take on a bear.
You
I could
could.
easily take on a bear.
Easy, easy.
Oh, easy is it? Oh, okay. This is a challenge. Okay, let's get this set up quickly. Come on.
easy, I wouldn't say. Like maybe a small bear, not like a big brown bear.
It's 20.
Why is there a polar bear in this place?
What's a polar bear?
Bugbear Chief.
Polar bears are pretty badass,
That's
actually.
not the right kind of bear.
There we go. That's a big bear.
I'm just really worried about all those nat 20s now, because
You find
it's gonna bite us.
you find a large cave and a bear, and you know it's a bear in there, and you lure it out. So there you go, Kip. Would you like to do a one-on-one?
Oh boy.
You know what? Yeah, I've yet to use some new abilities of mine.
Okay.
He's ready to claw his way to victory.
Oh my goodness.
Do I even need to roll initiative, or is it just one we just take it in turns?
We can. Well, you can start the initiative.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bonus action: activate Blade Song.
Ooh, there we go.
And,
Kip the Bear Hunter. You're gonna have to take that title now if you win this fight.
and I will run up to him and I will booming blade.
Is it only Kip?
It's only Kip
I'm not.
because you weren't helping him.
Oh, but we
that-
can watch.
That's ignore that 5, that top 5. So that's 11.
11 points of damage.
11
You-
points of damage.
As
And
somewhere
I
in the
will make-
distance you hear this booming attack.
I will make that a maneuvering attack. And I will move myself back and sort of goad it towards me.
Okay. So that's all of 15 points of damage in one single round. Impressive. And the bear growls at you and snarls and then charges at you.
And then, because he moves,
Yep.
he takes an extra 9 points of damage.
I was expecting that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know
smart.
his tactics. He's good with this. And the bear
I have a
starts
touch
charging at you
brain.
and tries to claw at you and bite at you.
Oh, they both hit.
Yep. So that's an 18 and a 13.
Ow.
18 and 19 to attack, 13 and
Nine.
12.
It just hits. Just hits. That 18
Which-
just hits.
Oh, right, because you're blade singing.
Yeah. So that is 25. All right.
Are you looking,
Okay.
Kip?
So bonus action. Second wind.
So you should be able
I'll
to
get
see
6 back.
on here. I'll move you to.
And then I will booming blade again.
Oh, okay. This bear is
Because I'm
big
going to use
boy.
my bonus action, so I might as well. So that's an extra. Does 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
All right.
You're slicing. As you slice, you're actually taking fur off it, but you didn't actually cut the skin.
I will. Yeah. That I'll just hold myself there.
Okay. This is why I said, do you really want to go for this? Because like,
Keep going. Keep going.
bears can be bad.
Right. I will first one hit.
Oh, we can see now. Okay.
First one hits. Second one misses, and I will use my reaction to riposte.
Yep.
Oh,
Which hits. Is that all 16 damage?
Yep.
Oh my!
Can I healing word him?
You're not there.
we're not
You
here.
refuse to hunt.
Damn it!
You refuse to hunt.
Oh, damn it!
I don't want to wake up tomorrow and Kip is gone.
Right.
No, he's
my
almost got the
turn.
bear.
My turn.
Yep, go.
Booming blade. 11 damage. Is it still up?
Dead.
Yeah!
There we go.
Yeah!
That round started with Keep on 6 and the bear on 2.
Oh god!
That was,
Oh gosh!
I could take it. I mean, I had shield as well,
Yeah.
oh,
but
okay.
a 25 would have hit anyway.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a nasty. Bears are always nasty. So next time we do
Wait,
this
was that-
and room for axe
What? A what?
and a room for axe
I don't even know.
No!
I don't know what that is.
Whatever
just
that
wanna-
is.
and
I want
room-
to see something. Was that ticking? This doesn't count. So I'm just going to do the GM, but I want to
Yep.
see if this actually. Yeah. Okay. It was
Works.
auto taking down my superiority dice. Okay. Cool.
Oh, cool.
That is so cool and so useful. Really.
Battle Master. It's the
Yeah.
it's the best fighter, I think.
I have to say that you inspired me to try Battle Master in another campaign.
They're so good. They're so much fun because fighters. It's the one way to make a fighter not just I hit, I attack, I attack. You actually have to. You can make tactical things with it, which is what I love.
Champion
Me
life.
watching Kip made me wanna. So thanks to you.
And Kip, when he's working with other people, gets the advantage for pack tactics as well, which is on top of that. So
Kip is pretty awesome.
yep.
Just wait till I get haste.
Oh my goodness!
That would be so
It's
good.
not won't be until level 10.
When
for
you
me.
get to level 10, this hunting expedition will be in a room for axe.
If I get to level.
And that
You keep on
that two-
saying
that
that.
two
I think that's the bad guy you keep on talking
that,
about.
And that 2 attacks is going to be 1 attack, and if that 1 attack gets you, then it gets 8 attacks from that point on. Or say automatic hits from that point on.
Oh,
But it's
Damn.
made of gold.
sure. Just find one of those lying around.
Don't worry, if you're carrying on gold, it will find you. 2nd edition, Ultimate Monsters.
Don't wanna. Don't. Don't wanna.
So, wow, you just... How are you tracking back a whole entire bear, though? A cave bear at that? That's the next question.
I will. I mean, I will cut it. I will butcher it.
Mm-hmm.
And just take back as much as I can. I don't really have a specific way of doing that, but you know, I could.
You'll need a survival roll to do the butchering, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, the better you roll, the more you can feasibly
Oh, that was the
get.
GM. Whoops. Still,
Yeah, but I
that was
still got
11.
11, yep.
I'll switch back to public.
So you get some of the meat off. You didn't get the best cuts and the best everything. And you're cutting off its... Well, you're not going to be harvesting its fur, that's for sure. But the other animals will then be able to have something to eat as well. The carnivores and whatnot and the carrion.
Yeah, let nature take its course.
Yes, after you've killed nature.
I am nature, so.
You're a monster. Kip is a monster.
Well, no, killing
Incredibly rude. How dare you, DM?
killing for food and survival is allowed because nature does that.
Exactly. I needed to eat, so I hunted.
Druid knows things
Oh my god.
about nature.
Oh my god, Drew knows stuff.
Breaking news.
So-
Leah sometimes forgets, but the character knows.
So you bring back food. It's late. In the morning, it's probably like you'll have steaks and whatnot in the morning. Those that are still up, you'll be essentially waking. That can have food, and you'll be waking people up for food and whatnot. They look like they haven't eaten for some time, or haven't eaten well for a long time. So having berries, having meat is a good one for them. So haven't had proper food for a long time, so you think it'll help them improve their conditions. And in the morning, Will, you can change your spells if you would like.
Going to change my spells. Let's see.
You do notice that there's a lot of food there, though.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
meat.
thinking. I don't think I'm going to prep that. But I don't think we need water walk anymore. Do we?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I mean,
We're going to the city to try and buy things and do other things as well. So if we're going to do that, just skip me. I'm looking at my spells.
I thought going to the city was Peach's thing.
Oh, we're going to Summit Hall right now to try
Summit Hall.
and
yeah, that's the thing. We're on the way to Summit Hall.
yeah. Right, I'm gonna do this. I think the other ones are fine.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
So you're 12 miles away from Summit Hall, or thereabouts. So everyone's rested. You get your hit points back, or how many hit points you get back from resting. Quite frankly, I never remember and don't really care.
Long rest is everything.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
too much. Yes.
For the
I forgot I'm muted.
for the necklace, I get one per because it went up from 3 to 4, so I get one per retroactively, right?
I gotta think. What is your?
The amulet
Yeah,
retroactively it brings up the
it's
thing,
already done
right?
it.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah,
Okay, we're good.
I
I'm
put
just
it
making
on-
sure.
I put it on and it's done. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Kanal, what's this fancy new amulet you're wearing?
It does feel
Oh.
it does feel holy. I will say that it feels positive and goodly.
You didn't quite tell us how you got this.
Yes. I spent the night last night trying to decipher exactly where it came from. Verdict is that I don't know where it came from. However, I believe that I don't know. I feel a sense of. I think it was granted to me by my god.
Oh,
Maybe for
some.
job well done, or maybe I'm not sure.
does it do anything, or is it just pretty?
It makes me feel that I can actually walk more. It makes me feel that I can talk and kind of move a little bit more, not faster, but more sure of my movements. I think I can probably take a couple more hits than usual. Do you see these
Wow.
muscles? As he takes out little chicken arms. They're getting bigger, or at least they're more
I
fun.
mean, I'm a kobold and mine are bigger, but
It's not the
I
same.
think you might be seeing things.
You
But-
feel invigorated.
I feel invigorated.
by the way, I got this ring I found. I've had a bit of a study of it overnight. And I because I can refer to my book
Yep.
and sort of this makes fire not hurt you as much, which is great, but I have a spell that can do that for me. So does anyone who wants takes these on the ring?
Question.
No, so you don't get it because you already have fire. You already don't get hurt by fire. I saw you go through that burning barn. Someone else.
DM, would that work on my animal shapes?
Yeah.
That'd
So
be-
if you have protections, if you have active spells, which this is essentially an active spell on all the time, when you're in animal form, that carries over. So if you have, say, a haste spell and then you transform, then you have that keep on going. If you have invisibility and transform, you're an invisible animal. So
Yeah, I know that about spells. Also, like for heat metal, I've done that in past battles. That I used heat metal, and I was as a bear, as a wolf, and I kept on just activating heat metal. I wasn't sure about the protections that I had on
yeah,
as a druid. Like as okay, well,
and,
I'm not
and
one.
yeah, yes,
Now
and
go
you're
ahead.
right. So has got resistance. So
Yeah,
So
well,
has
Uh,
resistance. So would not. So you're
I
not.
mean, I
Well,
remember in character. I remember that when we went through the burning barn, and she would
but
just walk through the fire.
but she'd be like, can I have a look?
No, actually, why don't you uh, let me borrow it for the moment? I
By all means,
think.
I'll just ping it. Ping.
Okay. What
Yeah,
am I adding?
I have a spell that lets me sort
Essentially,
of
it's fire
absorb.
resistance.
The Ring of Fire Resistance?
Yep.
Spell gives you fire resistance.
Yep.
No, I have a spell that it can, for one time when I cast it, I can absorb like elemental damage and then reflect it back into my sword.
Ah, absorb elements. Very good spell.
There you go.
Seems good.
Yeah, I have that too, but I never remembered to prepare it.
That extra damage was, which I forgot to untick at the first attack.
Okay. Well, if that will help me when I'm a bear or a wolf, or that is welcome. Thank you very much. And it's borrowed. I'm not. Once you need it, I'll return it to you.
So
I mean, if I need it, we'll see.
I'll unlock that to everybody can see, and Kadan. So Will, now you've actually said kind of what it does. I'll unlock that for everybody to see as well.
Oh,
You didn't
cool.
have to tell everybody.
They asked.
I know, but even when they ask, you need to learn from Peach. You can lie.
Why would
Why
they?
would I say not?
The condition is on this amulet of health, though, is that you need to be goodly aligned,
Wow.
which is why you got it and nobody else.
I'm a druid. I have to be neutral as nature.
No one else is
That's
good.
such judgmental. That's so judgmental.
Campaign? Impossible.
And the emblem itself is a knight, like a knight chess piece on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh wow, your con becomes 19.
Yep.
Yes.
Which is what I changed
That
on the
is
sheet. And he was like,
judgmental.
oh, I just saw something.
None of my.
Well, that's
concentration-
good.
I
because
want
the
to
cleric
formally complain.
The cleric needs to be alive to save us. It's a
That
good
is-
thing.
Yep.
Good thing.
Just because I'm one with nature and I am neutral as nature, I will formally complain. I'll write a letter.
Mm-hmm.
To Wizards of the Coast, I'm complaining.
You
I'm
can
gonna write
letter,
you a letter.
and I can just totally ignore that. It's okay.
Let's see.
There's not a huge amount of magical items in this game, but there's a few, and some are good, some are bad. Yeah.
That one is really good. And I think out of the play, I think Don is good. Having that is great because he needs to stay alive.
That is.
He
true.
dies way too much. Kellenborg is not ready to receive you just yet, man.
He's also had the most hit points, pretty much almost every level until recently.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
are you on HP wise now?
I was asking earlier if my HP retroactively added 1 point per
Yeah.
thing because my Constitution modifier only went up by 1. It didn't go up by 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm at 44 right now.
that's still
Wow. Really?
That's
Decent.
I'm a 29.
pretty
You're at
sad.
29? What?
Yeah.
There's a lot of low rolls there.
Yeah.
So as a
I
heads
rolled a
up,
1.
everyone has to roll for their hit points. And
It's
that's what happens.
horrible. He loves it. We hate it. But you love it because we make this face when we roll a 1.
It gives you that threat of death, and that's that being on the edge in combat. So if you don't have that
And you all
threat,
get
then
to
combat's
laugh.
not. Yeah.
You all
Um,
get to laugh when we roll a 1.
Oh yeah, that's why we do that live. So what is the plan? It's the morning. You've had some breakfast. You had some breakfast steaks and berries and fruits, and everyone is like asking for, like looking to you as leadership. Is where are we going? What's
Summit Hall. We're gonna get you back to civilization. We're gonna get you back to shelter, and from there we'll decide what to do next.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
As you're packing up camp, and you are by the river, you hear one of the freed captives say, "There's something coming on the river. Let's hide. Let's get out of here."
I will immediately try and get a glance of what it is.
And there's a lot of ruckus, like automatically, and people start just grabbing things and start moving into the bushes and like off the riverbank itself. Are you going to do a hide check for checking it, or are you going to just openly?
I think just being open.
I'm gonna hide first.
Oh.
Just a question, because I think I missed it. Did we get a long rest?
Yes, you slept.
I think being open would be better because we can tell them. 17 people hiding is not very easy.
There's
All right,
time.
I'll defer to your judgment.
Plus, with the 17 people, they can hide, but if they just kind of focus on us, it'll be different. Plus, we're not dangerous. I mean, we can take care of ourselves.
I don't know. I killed a bear last night. Pretty proud of that.
Wait, what?
The meat.
Where that came from? I thought that died near our camp, or someone dragged it here. Thought
You don't hear the booms.
I was helping people yesterday with their mental states. That's a lie. He was sleeping. But yes.
And it's a lie because you never actually help them. When you're
That is
trying,
also true.
it's still not helpful.
That is also true. See, I can lie.
It's the wrong things. So you see a ship approaching from upstream in the distance.
So Kip is the one going, right?
Yep.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna like keep packing up the camp. I'm not even gonna act like it's a big deal.
Okay. So most of the captives are
I
essentially
I
just
like-
moved
I-
into the bushes and a little bit further in. So you see a ship come past.
Could I sort of like see if there's any emblems on the ship though?
Yep, you can see there's emblems. Let's see. And in the wrong area, of course. I'm always going to be in the wrong area.
Yeah, I want to stand closer to the ship just in case if they want to hail and talk. Also, I want to ask, what kind of ships go down Desserin River? Is it
Looks like a
mostly,
keel
like-
boat.
Alright.
So not a huge sailing boat, but a smaller boat. It does have an emblem. It's got a flag, which is a white field with a blue gauntlet. A white banner with a blue gauntlet.
That doesn't seem like the Earth Monastery at all, does it?
You wouldn't think so.
No. Okay. So I'm relaxed. These guys probably, unless they're pirates, which I find highly unlikely to be pirates on a river in a keel boat. I don't think we got a problem.
I've heard pirates really go to the ocean rather than
Yeah.
go up and down the rivers. All right, if they hail us, then we'll talk to them. If they don't, doesn't matter. Not our problem.
No.
As we're discussing this, I'll press the digitation to snuff out the campfire from the morning's cooking.
Yeah.
And start packing up tents and just
The boat just passes by. It doesn't even get close. You do feel there's like one. You can't really like. You can see one of the persons on board just watching at the riverbank as you're packing up as it passes, but that's about all.
Yeah, if I make eye contact with them, just a slight wave.
There's a distance there.
All right.
The river's quite
Then-
wide.
Then I'll just watch them go by and then realize that they are no interest of mine, and I'll help clean up everything.
And the morning passes on the way to Summit Hall. Unless you want to do anything specifically.
no. Get these people to safety first.
Get these people in a city that they can be safe in. That's the best
Okay.
option.
Summit Hall, not a city.
Summit Hall is a place.
It's
It's a place that's on the map with the name.
The place with the name.
Yes, but it's not a city.
Probably a lot of dwarves.
It's classed on the map as an abbey.
Oh.
Well, they should be very welcoming then.
There is a thing on the map that's like key. The symbol of the thing is a key.
Yeah. That's
It's a
like
key?
Yeah.
Oh, right there. To the right.
Is that like a
Yes.
church? Oh, Abbey. Oh, I see.
I was-
Oh, down there.
And this is how we read maps.
it's just because we're always zoomed in and we've never been down that.
Yeah, I was zoomed in.
Also, I know how to read maps. I'm proficient in cartographer's tools.
Not in real life.
Kip
Well,
is-
you know how to make maps.
Say that, but I am a pilot in training, so I do know maps.
All right, that's true.
I'll also say
Question.
that the maps in Roll20 often will have the names of things and the keys and even the directions like north, south, east, west on the wrong layer. I will point that out, which is kind of annoying. Yes, your question.
That is for my fellow players. Are we planning on going back to the monastery to check the rest of the things or not?
Depends. If there are more people alive there, then more prisoners that we missed, then we might have to.
Well, we should
We've only got
try.
We've only got one member of this delegation.
Exactly.
But they also said that they went up the stream, the river, right? The others,
Is that,
if I recall correctly.
once we're in safety, we'll question, and then we'll find out what we need to know then, and then make a decision.
Yes.
Okay.
These prisoners have not lived very well for the last, I don't know how long they've been trapped, but I think that they should definitely have a place to at least lay down, a bed to lay down in and food to eat before we begin asking them, who the captors were and things like that. Once we
Interrogation.
begin simple. Yes. Basically interrogating, yes.
Yes. I just found another the name of the forest to the west, to the east was also on the GM's layer. So again,
Interesting.
a
Interesting.
lot of these things are really annoyingly put in the wrong layers. So you head to the Summit Hall. It is actually a surprisingly slow journey because the freed captives are very slow. They're weak. They're tired. They ask for a lot of breaks. They're quite malnourished, and a lot of them in the morning will be taking the berries to eat on the road because it looks like they haven't eaten for a long time. Some try to take the meats, but others say no, it needs to be cooked. But it's a slow journey. There's no random encounters. You're essentially skirting the edges of the mountains. So it's instead of going through the mountains, you're going around them. And it's not an easy journey. Yes, that's it. In theory, it's 10 miles, but you're going around the mountains.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're actually probably going down to here, and then across, and around.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
So by almost even late afternoon, mid to late afternoon, you finally reach the Summit Hall, and you reach the Dassarian Road. And the road itself, you've been on before. You've been on in the hills itself. As it comes out of the hills, you see where you join it, this old road. And at parts there's cobblestones where it's been used, where it was once a bigger road than it currently is. And you see at the foothills, as the hills really start becoming prominent, a large, what looks to be an ancient, almost ancient fortress that just sits there, right on the side of the road, to possibly be an old gatehouse or an old tax house or something like that. Tactically, it's in a very good position to protect, or to either protect people coming in or out of the hills, and it has a good visual aspect over the lowlands and the grasslands outside the hills. The walls are quite prominent. A good, a good 50 feet high and stone, and you can see above the walls what looks to be a large hall or central structure as well in the building, as well as a couple of turrets surrounding on the points of the walls. Let's see if I can get those changing maps. There you go.
Ooh.
There you go.
Is this place just abandoned, or?
No, it's not. Why would it be abandoned?
Interesting.
So this isn't Summit Hall.
This is Summit Hall.
Oh, this is Summit Hall.
This is Summit Hall.
Okay.
I think I just moved people off the map.
Yep, you moved them all
Yep, I
down.
moved people
You
off the map.
can't grab them anymore. I've had this issue too.
It's
There you go.
called a going back button.
Control Z. Yes.
Yes, I've learnt that one. I've got it keyed to my keyboard as a hotkey. I do it often.
Make a lot of mistakes. Makes sense.
It's actually very useful for Photoshop.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So you come across the fortress of Summit Hall, and we're no longer hearing. Yeah, it's better.
This is an abbey, right?
It's
Cool. I mean, I'm just saying this in character, yeah.
Yeah.
it's known in the area as an abbey, but it's also known as like the location of a nightly order.
All right, Kadan, do you reckon you'd be best to sort of talk your way through this? If you,
I think so. I think probably.
I just,
Yes.
first impressions of a kobold, probably not,
Most
much as
likely,
I hate
especially
it.
if it's out here, they'd probably run into a lot of aggressive monsters and things that aren't very friendly. So
People out in the country tend to be a bit,
a bit close-minded, I'd say. Yes.
bit closed-minded.
Just look at the abbey. The doors are closed. Most likely closed-minded. There's a walk forward.
I don't think I follow. But doesn't matter. I do think you're a religious person, and I believe that if anyone is good at dealing with whatever is inside, if they're religious, that would be you. You have a god and everything.
Most people respect Kalimvor, so they won't turn us away, at least at
Or
first.
fear him.
All right.
So as you
Hold on.
approach the main gates, is there something you need to do first?
Oh, I was just going to say, so, shh. And that was it.
So, not your turn. As you approach the main gates, you can see up on the battlements, and this is very much a old fort, very much fortified. You see that there's people in armour walking the battlements, and the glint of the armour is quite impressive. We're talking full plate armour here, with shields. And as you approach the main gatehouse, you hear from inside the gatehouse, "Who goes there? What is your business? Who are all those people? Friend or foe?"
Hail, hail, hail. I represent the Church of Kalimvor, and I am here. Well, sorry, let me restart that. I am from the Silver Daggers, a smaller faction known as the Rusty Daggers. But as a cleric of Kalimvor, I am here to try and deliver some people that we saved from the nearby. And I turned back. What was it called again?
The Earth Monastery.
Yes, the Earth Monastery, the cultists in the mountains.
These fine people were imprisoned there, and among them is a member of the delegation who were due to arrive here not a few days ago. Maybe
What
weeks.
he said.
Weeks,
What he
actually.
said.
and says, "Hold on, we'll just get the gate open. I'm sorry, please."
I will beckon towards the dwarf delegation member and just say, could you just affirm for us that you're
the gate slowly opens.
okay?
All right.
So it takes a while, but the gate you hear some mechanics going on inside the gatehouse, and after a while, the gate, the large the large double doors swing inwards from the gatehouse. They're thick oak, and looks like there's bands and things like that in there as well. On the inside, you also see a portcullis also raising that the gatehouse has two mechanisms for protection. And as you walk in, there's representatives from the knights. They look kind of off. Do a an inspiration, sorry, not inspiration, insight or perception, maybe either one.
They're both.
Would this count as being in daylight for?
It is
perception?
daylight, yes.
In that case, I will do insight.
So will all of us do that inside of perception?
Yeah, you can all do it. I don't mind that.
I wonder what's the.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Was I the only one that rolled perception?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I have disadvantage on perception in sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
So
for me. I have
inside.
the same modifier, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you don't have disadvantage.
It was,
No.
it was further up the sheet.
I actually have to unclick that because I'm putting on an advantage, so I'm
Yep.
clicking to normal. There we go.
So as you're interacting, there's a couple of people there, again in this full plate armor with shields, and they don't seem to be. They don't fit the persona of a knight or of someone wearing the armor. It looks to be a little bit like there's pieces in the wrong spots. And Kadan, you as you're looking at them, as you're interacting and talking to them, they just seem like they're not soldiers. Like you clearly see like flour on the hands of one of them, and you see other bits like they're certainly more workmen than knights or soldiers. And this is just something that just seems a little bit off. But as you're interacting, it says, "Oh, please bring them in. We'll get the we'll get everyone sorted. You're from the Rusty Daggers. We have heard of you. I'm sorry for the questions. We have to ask. It's
Not a problem. Not a problem. These are dangerous
we're not
places.
at full strength at the moment. So please come in. We will get you. We'll get you a meeting with our elder, and you can speak to her. She might be able to help, and you can explain the situation to her. Urshan Stormbringer or Stormbanner is our current leader of the order. We'll set everyone else up in the temple and get some food. They look like they haven't eaten for a while, and maybe some fresh clothes and lodging. And but please follow me. And inside the fortress itself, there's a small garden with a well, large stables. The hall itself and the inside is actually quite. There's a lot there, and the walls were so high because there's inner buildings which also have buildings like. The inner buildings are below the level of the wall. So the buildings to the north, there's underneath the tower. There's actually buildings underneath that, and in front of the hall as well, and the main hall. So it's only the hall looks to be about 4 stories, and that's the only thing that actually looks over the walls itself with their grand height. So it looks like it's the condition's pretty good. It's been well maintained, but there's certainly, as I said, those in here, and you see maybe a dozen people that are walking about. So only the ones on the walls are wearing this armor, but they don't seem soldiers. They certainly don't seem to be soldiers. But you you granted audience with Lady Stormbringer, or Knight Stormbringer, Stormbanner, I should say, in the Grand Hall. And the Grand Hall itself looks to be not really used as a hall, but it has lots of side rooms. And as you're walking through as you're walking past them, you notice that there's maps in each of the side rooms, and like a map table in each of the side rooms, and little figures on the tables and markers and whatnot. And the other rooms have a lot of documents and a lot of pages and books open. But Lady Stormbringer, also, I keep on saying lady. Sorry about that. Urshan Stormbanner says, please, thank you for bringing these freed people. And I can't thank you enough for that. There's been issues in the area of late, and where we could not deal with all of them ourselves. We're very much hard pressed with the orcs to the east.
The orcs to the east.
Yes, they've been raiding farmsteads, and
we know all about that.
Well,
we helped one of the farmsteads.
Then I thank you again. It's we've had to call in help for the elves in the area as well, and
they arrived just as we were about to bite it. So, yeah, that was
fortunate timing then for all around.
Do you know anything about the monks in that monastery? That is where these prisoners were rescued from.
I was going to ask you about what you know of them and what you know of the area. They're one of the groups that have re-inhabited some of the old forts, and they keep to themselves, and we've been suspicious of them. It's very hard to keep an eye on their movements because they keep to themselves so much, and they do not talk to outsiders.
You're clearly very right to be suspicious of them, because they attacked the delegation that was coming here. We found the scene of a battle with, there were tombs to what I presume were them. And then the rest just drag marks leading off towards the monastery. And we only managed to find one of these delegation members.
So this is the Mirabar delegation. We've been waiting for them. We haven't heard any word, and as I said, we've been stretched.
We can safely assume they were taken by that monastery and the people who now call it home.
Well, one of them, I think, or two of them, were taken by what I presume would be pirates up the river. If I recall correctly, they were ambushed when they were trying to get the whole delegation. So there is another player that is involved with this, and we don't know who. That might have taken them up the river.
The
Once
Riverguard Keep, possibly. Another of the newly re-inhabited forts of the area.
What was it called?
Riverguard Keep. It's about halfway up the river, inside the mountains.
I'll pull up my map and just say, could you just mark it for me here?
Oh, how subtle.
I have a cartographer's kit. It's what I do.
I know. I'm just moving the map so I can quickly.
He's a map person.
He's a map.
It's literally why I picked it up.
Yeah.
I could either have gone that or calligrapher, write really nice letters. Which one's more useful?
That would have been interesting. You could forge signatures.
Yeah, I think So's got that.
That
covered.
never gets in trouble for people.
No, it's totally legal. Totally.
So Riverguard
Well, I'm
Keep.
good with herbalism, kid, so I technically can make potions.
Well, more
That can-
cures than potions. Potions is something
Yeah.
different. So you already had the mark of where it is. Now you've got a name of Riverguard Keep.
Right. Oh, that was. Oh, we had a handout for that.
Yes, you have a handout for that
Eh.
because you actually have seen them.
Well, well, well. Right. I think the best course of action is if we wait for the prisoners to recover and then sort of try and question them and find out as much as we can before we proceed.
I think that's the best course, definitely.
So she also says the other temples, or the other newly refurbished locations in the area, are also. We're keeping an eye on them, but some of them are a bit more open than others. The most open is the I think they call them the Feathergales Knights.
Feathergale Spire. Yeah,
Yes,
we've been there.
The Spire.
We were actually had somewhat of an agreeable relationship with them. They did, yeah, as you said, very open, somewhat friendly.
Yes, but you would think
somewhat.
that a knightly order, or at least a noble order, would at least contact a local monastery of knights that are native to the area. But no, they've kept their distance from us. We see we see their scouts quite often.
There's something that rubs me the wrong way about them.
Same.
There was while we were there, we found skeletal remains at the base of the tower. So there'd clearly been people flung off them,
Yes.
which is, that screams that just seems really bad. And also
Yes.
there was a room they kept very secretive.
As the
I
GM,
don't-
that was their armory.
Oh.
There was a room that we weren't allowed to go in.
That was the
Prisoners were
armory.
there.
The
Sure.
extensive defense that would have blasted Ward back out and killed him was just an armory.
No, there wasn't. No, Ward was going to pull a button or pull a lever, which was the front entrance raised defense, which is essentially a battering ram, a reverse battering ram to battering ram people out of the hallway. And he was just going, "What's this button?" It's like, no,
No, Ward, don't.
yeah,
That was before me, right?
that was
Yeah.
yes. So, she also says the reason why our staff, our servants, are actually on the walls in armor is because of those knights and their scouts.
Really? Are they attacking you?
No, but we've only got about a dozen. Well, we've got more than a dozen, but not much more of the knights. And we've got recruits, sure, but they're also, most of them are out. So we want to still be shown that we've got full strength. And so we have people on the walls pretending to be the knights on guard. So when the scouts fly over, they still see us at full strength.
That's fair. Yeah.
Fair.
They said something about wanting control of the valley. Which they had us go and kill a manticore, which was supposedly stopping them from having that. If that information is at all useful.
I don't know. Doesn't sound anything I would be able to. But controlling one's location is the first way of. Is very important when moving into a location. Getting rid of the adversaries, and that's why we're trying to put up a more brave face. Show of force that we're still here when we're not. We're being cautious. There's also something else we've heard reports of. and it's hard to put a fixture on. I don't really know much about it, but the golden fields down to the south, where most of the or most of Waterdeep's, most of the food growing areas, they've heard reports of a druid circle, new druid circle arriving in the area, and they've something about they have an ancient knowledge of an old ritual about fire or I don't really know the details. You might need to speak with them about it, but that's also something of note.
So we have the Feathergale Spire,
Yes.
the creepy monks in the monastery, these pirates, and now fire worshipping druids.
Fire druids.
Possibly.
Earth, air, wind, water, and fire.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ow! 12 points of psychic damage in real life all that one.
I was just thinking Captain Planet actually, but
Where's the heart? Where's the heart called?
Where's the heart? I'm the heart.
It's been inside
Rusty
us all
Daggers
along.
a heart.
Yeah, we're the heart. Well, I'm definitely not an earth or fire or air druid, so I must be the heart. I don't know.
You have a fire ring now, so you qualify.
I do.
That could be your way in.
the druids that I think some like I think the contact with the Golden Fields called them the Sacred Moon Hall, but I wouldn't know where they are. They're somewhere inside the hills.
So there's some weird things going on in the Decidrin Valley, that's for sure.
Very strange.
Mostly in the hills,
Yeah.
but
Quick
the
question.
orcs have taken up our forces of late.
Quick question. Have these four groups, have they been here, or have they just sprung up?
Well, that's the thing. They've been here for maybe a year. Some of them, as I said, a bit more open than others. The Feathergale Spire, the Feathergale Knights, and the Flying Society, or whatever they call themselves, have certainly been the most open. The monks in the monastery are very quiet. They're very inward.
And they've been taking prisoners and killing delegations, so
Yes.
then they're bad news. They're very bad news.
The new mercenary company in Riverguard Keep hasn't really been actively been a mercenary company, which is a bit strange. We haven't. Well, we've got a lot of notes and a lot of. We do a lot of research here. A lot of teaching. It's not just physical training to be a knight. There's a lot of schooling that is involved. A lot of history.
You have a library.
We do.
May I see it?
It may not be a library that you would be interested in, but we do, and we'll give you access if this is what you wish. But what I was saying is that the Riverguard Keep, the mercenary company there, we don't have any records of anywhere. It's got no ties, it's got nothing. And that's why we're a bit cautious of those people as well. Although they are refurbishing. What boat was that?
Oh, we just saw a boat sailing down the Decidrin River. It had a purple gauntlet on a blue field as their insignia. Does that ring any bells?
Purple gauntlet? No, it's usually from what reports are. That's a white field with a blue gauntlet.
White field, blue gauntlet.
Yes.
And maybe the same thing.
Out of character. Is that what you described to me? Because I could have sworn.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it wrong. It's a white field with a blue gauntlet.
All right, I must have misheard it then.
But yeah, they are at least rebuilding Riverguard Keep, which is nice. It's good to have that rebuilt, but we just don't know anything about them, which is a bit of a strange one. And, well, these druids, that's not really our line of thought. Not really our field, I should say.
I see. Which one is most pressing?
The monks,
The monks, yes.
they still might have prisoners.
Well, that's the
We
thing.
need to wait. This is why we need to question some of the people we rescued.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. There's also been pirate attacks on the river.
That is true. They say
And
they
I
were attacked
believe-
twice.
Yes, and I believe some of those might have been. What I believe happened is that the monks were trying to kidnap the delegation, as they kidnapped all the people that were prisoners and that we freed. And they themselves were ambushed by pirates who took some of the delegations with them. So we might have two angles to investigate.
That
Who-
said,
Who were also ambushed by the Feathergale Spire people as well.
Yeah.
we saw at the way back when we first arrived in this place, we came across those bodies. Remember
Which is what I
the
was saying.
shallow graves and the arrows that were in the ground, pointing straight
Yes.
up. They've been fired from the sky.
I do
Yes.
remember that. So we might be looking at two different angles.
Three different angles.
Three different angles.
Spires. What is it about this delegation that's invoking the aggression of all these different groups?
Yeah.
We
Well,
need to find this out.
I believe before we go back to the monks, we need to talk to the person from the delegation and ask
Absolutely.
them again if he knows if there's anyone left in the monks, because we might need to look at what is more important now. And I know you're gonna hate me for saying that, but
We need to save the
well,
people that we can see in front of us. I can't let them just die. I
but we also have a mission to find a delegation.
can't let who
yes,
just
no,
died.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
The delegation are being kept in those conditions. I would say that we should probably go save them as soon as possible. And
what
I
we're
look
being
at them.
paid for.
Then it's our job, isn't it?
Yeah. In the meantime, I would like a look at this library, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course.
I'll no problem. I'll send one of the apprentices to help you out, and we'll get you settled in. Are you going to stay for the night? And we'll get you rooms.
If it was possible, then
So-
yes.
Yes, that would be good.
We have a lot of vacant rooms at the moment, but we'll probably set up all the others in the temple.
Of course.
In the temple, I should say.
What does your temple believe, or what god does your temple respect?
Doorbell. We venerate the Lady Knight, the Red Knight.
Oh, of course. That's perfectly agreeable with Kalimvor.
God of. So there's 3 gods of war.
Yes,
Everyone knows Tempest.
of course.
There's also Gragas, which is just unabashed rage, which is more barbarian. But then there's the other version, which is tactics, which is the Red Knight.
Oh, of course.
My kind of fighting. One final question.
Yes.
Would you happen to have incense and a brazier and some coal for a ritual that I would like to perform? I have aid of a familiar, a magical familiar who's fallen in battle, and I would like to resummon him if possible.
That would be easily accommodated.
I can pay gold if need be.
Oh no! For what you have done, and we have heard stuff. We have heard reports from around the place that it is on us.
That is
We
most
have heard
gracious.
the name
Thank
of
you.
the Rusty Daggers, as well as the Silver Daggers, whichever
So, yeah, I will-
name you use.
Yeah. So I will go resummon Kana.
Mhm.
Yay!
Yay, Kano's back.
And
it'll be in the
I will
morning,
then
but
go
yes.
and check out the library.
Yeah, in the morning.
For
it'll be.
now, you can't expect Kana to die a few more times in this campaign.
The incense and everything will be in the morning. Be arranged for you.
Okay,
in the
well,
morning,
yeah,
so
well,
it'll
I'll
be
do that in the morning, but for now, I'll check out the library.
So, two things before that happens.
Okay.
I'm going to have to roll a spot check. Are you openly wearing the necklace, Kadan?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, of course. No, yeah. Why would I hide that?
Okay. And can I get a spot check for others people? So just I'll allow one for everybody.
Check.
Yeah.
Which one's that? Perception?
Perception. I'm just keep on. Yeah. So other versions,
We're,
other games.
we're inside, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You want everybody to do it?
Yeah. Because there's other things you can actually see.
26. 27.
18.
Wow, that's a lot of high rolls. And
We
she got an
have
18
all
as
the
well.
perceptive members of the party here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the most perceptive.
And no liars. No. Well. Yeah. Anyway.
We're not a very charismatic party right now. Let's say it like this
I've
without
got 2
Here.
charisma.
So
Oh, decent
we'll
amount.
start with Kip. One of the things you notice is in one of the rooms, like one of the side rooms, and they're all open doors and whatnot as you're going past. So one of the side rooms had what looks to be a 3D map of the valley on a table. Oh, not 3D. Sorry, like a table sized map of the valley. And there's markers on the map. You didn't get a great look of it, but you did notice it. What Thurvane and Kadan saw was like there's banners and paintings and more tapestries along the walls, and one of them showed two knights fighting alongside each other. And they look to be fighting against a horde of orcs and trolls and things like that. And while they're in a group of people, it's quite obvious that they're the only ones detailed in this group to show these are the prominent figures. Everyone else is almost made a blur in the tapestry. Or it's just like a really nice effect of these are prominent, these are important. One of them shows someone that you don't know. Another one shows a very younger version of the person especially that Thurvane recently met, the Lich.
Oh, my new friend.
Well, I don't know about friend, but he didn't kill you.
Yeah, I make very interesting friends.
It's also in a
That's the
fairly
thing.
prominent area of the hall. Like it's one of the more prominent areas of the hall that sits. And Kadan with a 26, you also notice a little red statue on the desk of a chess piece. Like a red knight chess piece on her desk.
Where is this
Familiar. Okay, didn't see it.
in relation to the rest of the map?
So I don't have like those things on the map. I didn't build an entire hall.
Okay.
The amount it takes to build, this is.
Yeah. No. I was asking where the chess piece was in relation to it's on the map, correct? Or is that on the desk?
It's on a desk in one of the side rooms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must have misheard. I thought you said that it was on the map that Kip saw.
No.
Okay. I look at that stuff.
Yeah.
I look at the lich up on the tapestry. I look at their vein. I'm just, well, that's interesting. And I keep walking.
Yeah. And Miss Stormbanner also says, "That is a curious necklace you're wearing. May I ask where you acquired it?"
Oh, Yes, actually. I believe that recently we've accomplished a lot of good deeds, and I believe that it was bestowed upon me by my god.
And
Why? Do you recognize it from somewhere?
yes, it seems to be familiar to me. And she walks you over, like she walks everybody over to some of the paintings and tapestries, and walks you over to the exact one which has those two figures in it.
Hmm.
And she points out that that is actually worn by one of those two figures, which was Renric.
Oh, oh, he
This is
gave you his necklace.
Interesting.
this is
Interesting.
one of our founders, Renric Sunwell, used to have a necklace just like that. We have not seen it since, well, since almost the founding of this monastery. But it is nice to know that it's in good hands at the moment. If you
Well,
wish
it
to,
seems it wasn't your god after all.
if you ever wish to donate it back to the temple, it would be appreciated. But at the moment, we'll let you hold on to it for the time being.
It was a gift. I look at the tapestry and look at the try to compare the necklace to the tapestries. Like, I
We
don't see the
have
resemblance, but you know,
we have a better we have a better version if you would like to see. You did say you were
it's
Kellenvor. We could take you to
colorful.
the crypt
Yes,
if you would like,
the crypt.
and we could tell you the rituals that we go through. And
I am interested in seeing exactly how you do worship.
yes,
Sure, show me. I would like
yeah.
to see.
So while Kip is going, where is Thurvane going? So Kip's going to the library.
Definitely not to watch rituals on dead people. He might go to the library with Kip
Okay.
if he will allow it.
Yep. Okay.
And he would, the whole thing about druids that caught his attention. So I don't believe he would know anything about it because it's not in his area. He was very isolated, so it's not like he is in touch with all the other druids.
You would know
But
that the Golden Fields is not a druid enclave, but it's a massive. It's like druids can increase fertility of the lands and things like that. Imagine if a group of druids got together and went, let's feed an entire nation. That's kind of what Golden Fields is. It's like 50% of the entire crop yield of Waterdeep is from this one farm.
which makes sense.
So they've got druids, they've got other nature minded people, and they try to minimize the impact of the land by having it in just one little location.
Right, but like the whole thing that caught his eye was that those druids are worshipping specific elements, and that to him is not really a natural thing.
No.
Usually, the druids are more nature worshippers in a whole. So, earth, wind, and fire and water, they are part of an ensemble that is nature, and you don't just choose to worship one of them. So that caught his eye and that caught his ear, and he's going to try and see if the library has any clues whatsoever on what could have generated that kind of shift.
Okay.
Kip is looking for a spell book to add more spells to his repertoire.
Every library, every book.
Okay.
It's what wizards do.
I know.
So when you go to the library, and we'll do the library first. When you go to the library, it has shields along the walls, which is not really library-like. There's a lot of book stacks, a lot of shelves. There's places to just sit down and go through books quietly, and there's quite a lot of books, and quite a lot of tomes. But it seems like as you're going through, And you ask the attendant of why is this, but like all the books are on warfare. All the books are on battles, are on historical locations where battles have been had, or on tactics that were used, and it is all about that. There's also heraldry and noble families and noble lineages, how heraldry have changed from one lineage to then move to the next, or how it's then split into two different ones when they've combined families. There's very little about anything else in this entire library.
Okay.
Um,
I'll still read up on some tactics.
As for you can do a search. I'll allow a search for spells.
I presume that'd be
An
investigation.
investigation, yes.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Is that desperate, are you?
Well, you know,
You're still rolling for the. Oh, no, you're rolling.
There we go.
16.
16. There's talk about how spells are used in battlefields, and they talk about how some battlefields can be controlled by battle mages, and how fireball can do a lot of damage, and there's the classic let's throw a fireball at the enemy, but then they talk about walls of force and gusts of wind and more control of the battlefield instead of just damaging, and rethinking on how battlefields can be played out by the control style of magic instead of just damaging people, and how
That's what I like.
Yeah, and they talk about that as a better way of manipulating a battle, tactically speaking.
I look at the front cover. Oh, written by Trent Monk. Interesting.
Yes, it's on loan from Trent Monk's Temple on YouTube now.
On Amazon. Oh, we can't say that.
No, well, it's not on Amazon. Trent Monk is one of the cast members on.
Oh, is that a book?
No.
No, it's not a book, but he did I think I remember
what
he
he
did
does.
a guide on the ultimate battle control wizard.
And his YouTube channel is Trent Monk's Temple. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
he's also in the Blades campaign, so he's a really fun guy and great role player and very insightful in how he does things. But yeah, that's like there's everything here is about tactics, warfare, heraldry. There is a little bit on chivalry, but it's less used in here. This is a war library, very much a war library. As for the crypt,
Yes.
Underneath the monastery, so underneath the actual cathedral itself, or it's more of a chapel than anything else, there is a large crypt space, and there's and one of the initiates, one of the squires, talks you through the rituals that they use, and you can see that each of the knights, or each of the fallen knights, have their own little sarcophagus, and it's got it's pretty much carved to look like that person, with the shield and sword or axe or whatever they use, and has their name emblazoned on it, the date of their death, the date of their it's got some of their deeds written on it, or just things that things that they have done in their life of greatness, and they talk about how every knight that dies in the order is brought back to be buried with their brothers and sisters, and it is important to have that family, that harmony together. But again, one of the prominent things that you see is that, and this is something you've seen recently as well, is that there's two large sarcophagi at the very end, prominently displayed, and one of them looks like one you've seen recently. Actually, two look like one you've seen recently. So
I roll 2 histories.
So you don't even have to roll anything for this. One of them looks like a younger version of Renwick,
Of course.
the Lich,
Yes.
Another looks like in the monastery, they also had a little crypt. Renwick had a crypt with a sarcophagus,
Didn't go.
which his brother wasn't in.
Mhm.
But this sarcophagus that he had looks exactly the same as the sarcophagus here as well.
Didn't he ask us to go to his brother's tomb? I think he asked us to go there and we didn't.
You went there, you just didn't take the body out.
That is true. We were supposed to, weren't we?
He said that he hid the body inside his brother's sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should probably head back there.
But this sarcophagus here looks exactly the same as the one he had underneath.
Of course.
And-
Quick question. So you said that your the founders, Renwick and his brother, correct?
Yes.
Are they in these crypts?
Well,
Is there
they actually.
fallen bodies in these crypts?
Well, as you're talking about that, he's like, well, this is Renwick and this is his brother, and I've got to go through and find his brother's name because I don't know offhand. Oh, where is that? I know it's here. But yes, he does explain, yes, that this is the sarcophagi.
This is the final resting place, then?
Yes, yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure. This is.
I'm definitely. Oh, all right. I was just making sure because, call me crazy, but we have just come from the stone monastery, and I swear I could have seen sarcophagi that looked exactly like this in the stone monastery, and they seem to be, or at least we did not disturb them, but they seem to have nearly exactly the same. Exactly the same features and the same things. I am confused. I'm not sure if I didn't get enough sleep, of course, but still, I think that they may have replicas in the stone monastery. If these are true, if these ones are true, then the ones in the monastery are most likely must be fake, correct?
Well, though these, I don't know why there would be fake ones. That would be strange, but no, this is the resting place of our founders. This is where they were laid to rest after their death many years ago.
Do you know how many years in particular?
Well, the Summit Hall was founded, and he starts giving you like the history lesson which he was taught as the scribe.
Of course.
And the timeline that he gets through is about 130, 140-ish years since their death.
Of course. And these two
And he
humans.
does say that Renwick died first, though.
Interesting. These two are humans, correct? They were,
Yes.
of course.
The order
not
is
half-elves
mostly
or nothing
human.
like that. Of course. I'm just curious on the founders. Walking around, I really do enjoy the ambience and the place that you've all kept safe.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. Well, let us continue further down to the crypts to show me your ritual.
Well, that's him going through the history and the rituals and yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Definitely good for the sake of brevity. It's just like, of course, interesting.
Like he
Thank
goes
you
through
very
history
much.
as well, yeah.
It's been quite nice. I myself am of Kalimvor, and when you do respect the dead, as all of you do, it is very much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And go over to shake his hand.
And
Right.
so the tour of the crypts are done, the library is done. What else would you like to do for the day? Food is brought out. You get a good feed. Simple foods, but a good feed. And you notice that the knights on the walls change to get out of their armor, and they cook the food, and then other people put on the armor, and it's not comfortable for them. It's not what they usually would do. But they then go back to their patrols over the walls to pretend that they're still at full strength. Even the stables are pretty much, even the stables are empty.
Okay. I mean, if we reunite with the rest of the party, I wanted to tell them what I saw, but kind of off to the side. If we could find some kind of dark corner or like dark area or an area where no one else is, I do want to try to tell them exactly what I saw down there.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody, I believe that the man that we saw, and Thurvain saw with me, the man that we saw, the undead that we saw in the monastery, is the founder of Summit Hall. And the current head believes that the body is under the crypts. But we saw that body moving around in the monastery. So if they're not lying, then who's in that cask? Or who's in that crypt? Or what's in there?
Maybe no one is.
I think this thing goes a lot deeper than we were expecting. This is not getting paid enough for this shit.
It feels like it's above our pay grade.
Theories and weird cults.
Well, I also don't
Our
think that
horses
this...
are dead.
Should we focus on getting the delegation back first?
Yes. I don't think the fact that the founder of this hall is now a lich is something we should concern ourselves with. It's not our mission. And definitely we should not tell them. Let them believe that he's dead and in the crypt. How he got out, it's none of our concern.
That's the thing. I can't leave a lich wandering around the valley. Having one wander around, and I know that it's not it's a death sentence to go up against him face on, and he did not kill us, and it seems that he kind of hold the necklace.
No, we don't.
That he granted me.
He gave you this.
Yes.
He gave you this because he believed you were worthy of it. Could have given it to any of us. He chose you. I know that. Everybody doesn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
He chose you. Sometimes, and I understand that your faith is your faith. I'm not going to question your faith. I have my own beliefs. You have yours. But is it worth it to waste your life trying to fight something that you cannot go against, first of all, and that has not directly opposed you?
True.
Is it worth putting everything to waste?
I honestly don't have a huge I don't think it's my responsibility to take down every undead I see. I don't think in black and white, of course.
Right.
The world is not, yes or no. The world is much more gray than we believe. However,
I mean, you're wearing black and white.
It's more of a metaphor. Black, white, and I am gray. You see, my hair's changing, and it's been.
You're getting old. You're human.
No, it's turning black.
Soon
I think I'm getting younger. I don't know what's going on. However,
that is not possible.
Besides the point.
However, just think about the fact that you are but one personification or one chosen or whatever it is that your God gave you powers for. You're not the one that will resolve everything that Kellenborg wants you to. You probably have others out there that are doing whatever he wants them to do. You're just one of them. Do what you can and pick your battles wisely.
That's the best tactic of all, is pick your battles.
Of course. I've read the book. All right, I've read the book. You know, they all require us to read it to the Silver Daggers, so we all read the book.
I don't
However,
think thaumaturgy can do that.
we've all read the book. I
I'll
understand.
I'll use minor illusion to make his hair grey.
Hair. He can't even see it.
You're so mean.
And
Nah.
all I'm saying is that a lich being out there is something that I am all right to tolerate. It's perfectly fine. And we all were there. He could have killed us in a snap, and he did not. A good lich is possible, but I do have the obligation to let my temple know that I did what I saw is what I saw.
Mm.
Well, you should also let your temple know that this lich is unwilling to do harm and kill, and he actively opposed those that wanted to enslave and whatever it is that they were doing to the people that were captive there. I think this is also worth of notice. However, I've encountered a few zealots in my lifetime, and that might serve them nothing. I wash my hands, but I do think that nothing is, as you said, black and white. Everything has a different side of things. And even us, we were heroes to those people back in the farms, but to the orcs, we were villains.
Yeah.
But we weren't the ones burning down farms.
No.
Yep.
But to the orcs, we were the ones that killed their families.
I mean,
It's all very relative.
They're all warriors we fought.
Yeah.
It's
What I'm saying is,
really complicated.
there is always two sides to everything, and we don't know what made him want to become what he is today.
Probably fear of
If
death,
anything,
ironically.
sometimes when you get to a certain point, and I think he was really important if he created this hall, power can corrupt, and if you get to a point in which you've witnessed and you experienced all sorts of powers, and if you get to your head that you cannot have more unless you make yourself immortal, and then you regret. I feel like part of him regretted it,
Maybe.
but I think there's no way back now.
Maybe.
Fine. I won't tell the temple for now that there's a lich out there. However, since we are still heading out to try and find the other members of the delegation, if we do come across him again, I do want to talk to him and try and see exactly why he chose undeath versus death.
By all means.
Yes, I would just suggest to be careful. You're not the best person with words. So
I believe that I am more suited for negotiating than calming people down. I know this. However, that's fine. You know, let's go get some food. Let's rest up, and let's try to, just relax at least for a day and let them.
Sounds
I
like a plan.
understand this is conflicting to you. And
It's just confusing, Hervain. It's just confusing, and I walk away.
that's when you learn. And I'll just go my own way, whatever that is. Because I don't walk away. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
So
It's food. Going to food. There we go. All right.
And we'll have dinner and everything's good, and we'll rest the night. No encounters happen.
Before we
And
rest the
right,
night, I
there's
would
more
like to do
things.
something
Uh-oh.
before we go to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd like to use the spell Sending.
Okay. Yep.
to send a message to our good friend, our liaison into the Rusty Daggers.
Oh God, Driscoll.
Yes.
You could send it to any of them, but yes, Driscoll. Yes.
I feel like he was the one that is just directly above us, really, because he's the only one that we've met in game.
Yeah, well, it's just he was on holiday, and he's the most annoying. So it's like, why not bring the most annoying into the game, into the show? So yes,
I was writing it out earlier. That's what I was typing.
we had this today in this week's session in the other game. As
Let's see.
so he'll be able to understand it and everything else.
Have in
You can just say it as well.
yeah. I'm just trying to because it's a certain amount of words. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my favorite running gags on Critical Role is that they use sending and just sort of blabber and it cuts out halfway through. So I was just thinking, like,
Hello.
maybe.
Hi, I'm Jester. That's already 3 words that is unnecessary, and she wasted it. It's awesome.
Actually, one of the things I used to like in Corporate Sins was that they could spend their abilities from chat on a monologue. Like, you could do these things as like extra dice for rolling or to save themselves from this or that, but no, quite often they'll spend on monologues. So they use the edge, which is like the biggest thing in the game, just to like pause the action and do this massive monologue, and then go back into the action. And these were $50 donations used for that purpose. Yeah. Because you've got to use them somehow. Come on, keep on saying you're typing. Keep on saying it. There we go.
All right, there we go.
So,
have found one member of the delegation Stone Monastery. Currently have made a stop in Summit Hall. Please set funds, if possible. We'll pick... Ow! And it cuts off that. There we go.
well, it cuts off because you don't have the amount of letters, the amount of time. Okay.
It's 25.
That's great.
It's pretty good. We're going to stop here. We're going to have our little bit of break because it's about halfway through our session. And we'll pick up. Yeah. There's been a lot of talking. We've done nothing but role-playing and role-playing and role-playing. I love it.
I fought a bear.
You fought a bear, yes.
Yeah, he fought a bear. We opened with Kip fighting a bear and winning.
Yeah.
How many hit points were you left with?
6.
Wow.
Fighting a bear.
It
That's
was
what we're
really
gonna
close. It was
That's where we're
actually...
gonna-
Yeah.
go down.
Wow, Kip.
I do recommend everyone look up Rumvarax from 2nd edition D&D or AD&D. It is the most disgustingly overpowered monster that there is that I know of.
How do you spell it?
With 2 A's, but that's all I know. and I couldn't be wrong with that. Rumvarax.
A room Varax. It's not 2 A's, it's only
Rumvarax.
one, I believe.
It's a golden cat which actually eats gold. It can tunnel through granite. And it can also, sounds like that's about it. AURUMVORAX. That sounds familiar. Yeah. It has essentially titanium claws which can claw through or tunnel through granite. And essentially what it does is it bites you. If it gets its bite attack on you, it locks its jaws and then spends the rest of the time essentially tunneling through your body with its 8 claws.
That's not good.
I don't like that.
But
That's not fun.
But
Let's not meet that.
if you do kill it, you get to melt it down because it's essentially made of gold. Or you can skin it and turn its pelt into armor, which is also made of gold. So
Whoa.
lots
It
and
says
lots of
that
money.
has to eat gold to survive.
Yeah,
And other metals.
and it also essentially smells gold, like it sniffs out gold. So you can actually, it will attack the person with the most gold in the party first.
Oh, that would be so.
When the
That
Arumva
would definitely be so.
it would first lock its powerful jaws onto an opponent, then rake with its claws. Its death was usually the only thing that could unlock its jaws once gripping a victim. If attacked from its den, it would most likely catch its opponent by surprise.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I would be the last one being attacked.
Yeah, I've seen them a few times in the old D&D second editions. They kick ass up against entire parties. They will take out at least one person, maybe two. They're really good fun. I've once had a character 1v1 them, but at a very, very high level. And the character was also buffed and still almost died. But I needed the money. So
We don't want to meet that, Karsh.
So Kip, you said level 10 haste. Let's do it.
Maybe not.
Not sure that's
Pretty
a good
powerful.
idea.
Not solo, at least.
No, solo.
Solo. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
gotta do
choice.
solo. Yep. You can buff yourself.
We'll do a level 10 heist, and the Roomvarax will be the piece of gold at the very end. We have to smuggle it in the bag.
Yeah, we all die.
Um,
And
but
it can't be.
Anyway, we're not on break, so let's go on break, and we'll be back shortly. So stick around. And I don't know where we're going to be going actually when we get back from the break, but we'll be going somewhere, I'm sure. I've had to prep up a lot of different directions last night.
It's most likely it's whatever the delegation member that we were there tells us to go.
Yeah.
Which again depends on the questions you ask.
Ah,
It's not depending on me. This is open. This goes on you. So you can go back and attack the monastery.
Don't think
You
that's
can
priority.
you can try to investigate the Riverguard Keep. There's other things you can do.
I do want to
knows?
head back to the monastery.
But
Yeah, I don't think there's any other members of the delegation there, so that would not be priority. Which is why that's
True.
kind of I want what I'm going to do after the break and suggest for us to ask him to retell us what he told me, or us when we asked.
But either way,
Sounds good.
we're going on break, so stick around. Just switch on the break screen. Hi, and we're back. So we're just talking about other stuff for a little bit, and it's like, whoops. It's like, oh yeah, we should go into game. Why not? Because that's what we're here to do. Just talking about other campaigns and other things coming up in Roll20 and role playing in general and bits and pieces. So yeah, no Vaxis. We'll have that next week. Stick around for that one. So what is the thought in the morning over the breakfast table of where you're going to go, or what are you going to do? I'm a summon
Kano. I want my owl back.
Can be done. All the ingredients are easily arranged and donated to you.
Bob.
Diamonds.
My tiny little elf owl is back. And yes, that is a type of owl. It's called an elf owl, and it's the smallest owl known on this real planet.
Elf owl. Oh, it's so small.
Someone did his research.
And it doesn't speak Elven; it speaks Dwarven. So what is the plans?
You know, I wish we had done the plans in the evening so I could pick better spells for whatever plan we're doing.
Well, you can change your spells afterwards. I don't mind that.
Okay, all right, that works.
We wanted to talk with the delegation member that we found first and try and get information out. He's had a day to rest. It's time for interrogation.
Yep.
So, good cop, bad cop. I think I'm a better bad cop than anybody else. So we'll have Kip be the good cop. That sounds good.
Okay.
I'm neutral cop, apparently.
Yeah, the Vane will be neutral cop. Why interrogate him at all? Just ask him.
Yeah, we're just gonna ask.
God, that's loud. Hello, One Mako. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. We need more goblins to chase off those pesky kobolds, which keep on crashing my computer and do blue screens.
You keep...
The other pesky kobolds, not you. You don't kill my computer.
Oh, do I?
That explains...
Keeping racist, and we'll see.
That explains why this game always has the most crashes and blue screens.
He's connecting.
It's because we have a goblin and kobold at the same time.
An insider. Oh,
is that why?
But thank you for the time. Thank you for the follow.
Interrogating the other person, not me.
Why are you interrogating a freed slave? Okay,
not interrogating him. We're just going to ask some questions. We're going to have a friendly chat.
And that doesn't sound ominous.
What part of friendly chat is ominous?
Friendly chat.
So for Dagger standing behind you.
No, put that away.
I have to do it because she's not
one.
Here. There's one in the tail, one in the hand, the other on the other hand.
We should get Peach like a sword prop so she can do like.
Yep.
All right, let us talk to the delegation member that we found.
Randolph.
Undorf.
Oh, sorry, no. Brew. Oh God, I can't even pronounce this name. Of course.
Let me write it down.
Boldenthar.
Edit.
There you go, Boldenthar.
There we go. Perfect.
All right, I'll put him under missing dignitaries.
Found dignitary.
Well, subtitle found.
Subtitle found.
Okay. He's certainly looking a little bit better, and everyone is looking a little bit better, but they still think those that are caring for him and for the other freed captives are saying there's going to be several days of recovery, several days of rest before we can help start sending people home.
That's perfectly fine.
No, that's fine. No, take all the time you need.
All right.
We just wanted to ask a few questions about. Well, I mean, how many we've been tasked to look for you. We found you, but I'm sure there was a whole caravan of people missing. So we're just trying to any information you have about the rest of your delegation, where they might have been taken, would be very helpful right now.
Well, Well, some of us, like it's been quite a blur, and the most of the most of the guards, most of our protectors and soldiers and whatnot, they when we were attacked, they were killed. They were targeted. Um, the delegates themselves, myself in that, were definitely attempted to be taken alive. When we were taken, we were dragged off to the shore. Dragged to the shore. There was boats there waiting, which took us further down, down the river, down south. Then we got off near a town, and started. We were starting to be brought back to the hills, away from the town, when we were attacked again by those flying people. Who again they captured more and they split us. So
So, how long was that before we went there?
yes, it's weeks ago, I think.
Then no sign of them. Because we were at the Feathergale Spire.
Yeah.
We had no idea. This was before we were tasked with finding you, and we had quite a amicable relationship with them. We had no idea that they had kept prisoners.
In the description, when he talks about the battle, he describes what you have seen, the aftermath of where the graves were on the hill. So what you saw with the graves on the hill, the unmarked graves, with the arrows pointing downwards, fired from above, that is what he's talking about, where we were attacked by people flying. And then we were brought to the monastery, and we were put to work. But some of the people, and he's just like he's scratching his head as they were taken elsewhere. I don't know. Heard someone say below, but I'm not quite sure. It wasn't a language that I was familiar with, and like one of the others translated it for me, and said that they were taking him below, but I don't know.
Okay. I want you to be as forthright with us right now. Why, if you know anything about why all these seemingly separate groups have an interest in taking and kidnapping you, now would be the time to say it, because there's something weird going on. And, whatever you know, whatever influence you and the rest of your delegation holds, whether you know information, whether you have particular powers, if we are to rescue the rest of your people, we need to know this, anything we can. And there is something very definitely weird going on right now.
Well, we're just down from. I don't know anything about why we were attacked. We were returning a fallen member of the knights here, for a burial for their crypt. He was liaising with the Meribar, with this city, and fell during his duties. So there was nothing suspicious about that.
May I roll insight on him?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
Interesting.
Where is that? Hey, 21.
21 on the insight. He doesn't seem to be lying. He doesn't seem to be showing any reason to be lying, or giving any falsehoods.
All right.
And with that, he also says that the three delegates, I think it's 4 delegates. We're heading to Waterdeep to discuss trade, not just with the Council of Waterdeep, but also with individual guilds and organisations and some nobles who have a vested interest in the produce that we can make from our mines. But other than that, I don't think of any reason why we'd be attacked. We had numbers. We weren't travelling by ourselves. We had a sizable group of protectors, and sizably skilled protectors at that.
Okay. Next question. What method did these monks use to attack you?
There was
Magic, weapons.
There was magic. They attacked us with. They looked like bugbears, but we took them on. The bugbears were the initial attack, and while we were attacked by the bugbears, the monks came at us and they had like how can I put it? Almost gargoyle-like bronze masks on them, on their faces. They were sizable, like they were skilled. I will say they were skilled, but then the earth started erupting around us, and it must have been magic. A great deal of magic in the attack.
That makes sense. There was disrupted earth all around that battlefield.
Yes.
I figured as much. Well, does anyone else have any questions? Because
if I look at him and just kind of, you were carrying nothing else of importance then, just the body of your comrade. That was the only thing you were transporting here before you all attacked.
Well, there was also some novels or some books of dwarven history as well, but I don't know where they ended up.
Novels and books of dwarven history.
Yes. But that wasn't anything special.
Anything that was more out of place would be perfectly fine. But most likely they were attacking for the body, if that's the major reason why even the delegation came down Summit Hall in the first place. You said that you think that your other delegation members are taken where? Or do you not know exactly where they were taken off to?
I didn't understand the language of what was said, but one of the other people that was in my cell at the time, who's no longer with us, he said that he understood something about them being taken below.
Taken below.
That's all he heard, or that's all he could translate.
That was still the monastery.
That was at the monastery, yes. In the while we're already in the mines. So they may be further down.
You're saying that in the stone monastery, 2 more of the delegation are still down there.
No, I've just put that note there of 2 more of the delegation, Rundorth and Terazol, were taken further. I did want to see a section which was barred off in the mines. It looks like it was. It didn't look like natural rock. It looked like it was already worked rock, and there was barred off, and behind it was. It was definitely our work. It was dwarven work, old dwarven work.
I see. I think that's all the information we need. Do you have descriptions of your delegation members that you can help? Kip, are you good at drawing people's faces?
I can try. Yeah. Well,
Right.
From description, do you know any illusory magic at all?
He shakes his head. No, I'm sorry. Not really good with magic at all. Better with my hands, but not an
Yes,
artist.
Let's see.
As in, I work for a living. I don't play with spells or magic.
Makes sense.
Well, play
Well-
is a strong word. They clearly
you-
weren't
He
playing
doesn't
with
take it
you when they
back.
erupted the earth around you.
He doesn't take it back.
I'm just saying they weren't playing
No.
when the earth erupted around you and killed your guard. But you know,
No.
take this
Do you have a certain phrase or tone of phrase that we can use to help identify your friends of the delegation, just in case there's, any problems?
Passwords and things like that we don't have. We're
Well,
just,
do you have like a common thing in Mirabar that all of you know and
No.
the cultists would?
we're just from Milbar. We're of different guilds and factions and merchants, and I've only met them on the road to myself, so I only knew them for a few weeks.
All right. Well, that's perfectly fine.
And
We'll
he
just
can-
say
he
your
does give
name
a
and hope.
description.
Does he give a description?
Yeah, he does give descriptions as best as he can.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. I
Of all
think
of-
that's all the information we need.
Of all of the
Rundorth and Terracel.
yeah, and also of Dresner, who was re-kidnapped by the flies, the people on winged birds.
The Feather Gales.
Yeah.
We have to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
We're on neutral terms
That
with
would
them.
seem.
I think I would prefer we head to the monastery. It is tough to say, but there are two people
Oh,
instead.
the note, and I will take out the note, and I'll read it. Remember this, Miroska. We are pleased to hear about the outcome of your altercation with the Black Earth cult, and we praise you for the capture of one of their prisoners. The prisoner is Desena. The noblewoman from Waterdeep has an interesting tale to tell, and we shall enjoy interrogating her further. Keep a close watch on the Sacred Stone Monastery. I want to know what our enemy is planning next.
That's the note from the Feather Gale.
From the spire, the one that Ward found in the
Stole.
in the drawer.
So, this Desenia,
She's a noblewoman from Waterdeep.
and
she
she's
has
one
an
of the delegation then.
So
Yes.
they're interrogating her, which means they want her alive. Which means there's hope that we can rescue her. But it's interesting to note that the Feathergale Spire and this Black Earth cult are enemies.
They are mortal enemies.
Well,
And also the Sacred Stone Monastery, then.
Well, that's where we
Sure.
just were. That's where this Black Earth cult are,
Yes, I'm sure.
So they are all from the
So,
Black Earth
ah.
cult.
presumably.
It's the same elements. I would assume that they have some kind of relation.
Yeah.
If they had magic that could move the stones in the earth, then I mean that just makes sense.
The earth was bent when we were there. Definitely makes sense. All right. What do you all think? Should we head to Feathergale first to try and talk to them, or should we go to the Sacred Stone Monastery and try to rescue the two under?
I would prioritize the two.
Yes.
First of all, because it's two of them. Second,
Yes.
we don't even know. With this note, we can assume reliably that they want Desena alive. Desena. They want Desena alive. So there's hope that she could hold out for a bit longer. But we don't know what this Black Earth cult want with the other two. And so we need to be fairly quick to rescue
True.
them if they are still alive.
As soon as possible, I'd say to the Stone Monastery. I would
it's still-
recommend going there as well.
It's still early, so we should set out. We should set out as soon as you can. Both of you prepare your spells, and we'll
All right.
set out.
Sounds good.
Do we want stealth?
Yes.
Probably. Definitely.
So we're heading to the monastery first.
We're going back to the monastery,
apparently
and
so.
we need that silencing spell.
Yes, I will prep it for the day.
Yes, that'd be very good.
Do you also have silence there, Vane?
Unfortunately not. Let me
Alright.
see. I don't
Pretty
think
sure
I
it's
do.
cleric only.
And like
And wizard,
arcane, like
sorcerer,
wizard,
yeah.
sorcerers get
Okay.
it. But I'm not high enough for that.
Since today we are most likely going to be doing a lot of combat today, then aren't we?
If we can avoid it,
If
that'd
you
be
survive.
If we can survive is the question.
Well, it's a case of if you survive, then you're going to be doing a lot of combat. If you don't survive, it's going to be very little short combat.
Good.
Makes sense.
That's so reassuring.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm not here to be reassuring. I can see you too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You're there, and you're also there, and you're also up there too. But a little bit delayed on that screen.
I don't know what to take. All support.
I'm trying to think what we might need. If it's a bunch of monks, then heat metal is not really.
Although you were
I'm
told
going to-
they wear copper masks.
Yeah, but they can take that off.
The
It's
weapons have,
better
like,
when it's armor.
Would they have, like metal weapons though? Metal weapons would be good too.
Yeah, but heat metal is great when you're wearing armor because then you can't
Yeah.
take it off and you just continuously take damage.
Makes sense. I'm going to go talk to the head of the Summit Hall really fast. Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have diamonds? I will pay for them if you have any to spare. If you have none to spare, of course, it's perfectly fine. I'm just asking because we are heading back to the monastery. I'm not sure if we're going. We need all the help that we can get.
We don't tend to have much material wealth, but I understand this is for spellcasting. Would that be correct?
Yes. In case one of my members falls in battle.
And I'll speak to her. Well, I think she is the priestess, actually. I think she's the high priest in the temple. If I understand what you're looking for, we can provide. We will be able to provide you with one, of course, if you can pay reimbursement.
Yes, of course. We will definitely pay. Tell your temple. In the temple, correct?
I think she is the high priestess of the actual fort, as well as the knight.
Okay,
so the priests and clergy of the Knight of the Red Knight essentially are militant priests.
Oh, makes sense.
They're just less militant than, say, a priest of Tempest. And less violent than like a priest of Gragos. I think it's Gragos.
They have a whole
Daggers.
domain based off of Tempest, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but they're the tactical side.
Yeah, I'm going to ask really quickly. I'm going to go back down to wherever my rest of my party is. Like, all right, they have a diamond that we can buy from them if we can.
What do you need a diamond for?
I need one. If one of us falls in battle, if one of us dies for real, one of my new spells allows me to revive you. Although with penalties.
Right. Say no more. How much do you need?
It's, if they are kind, 300 gold.
I have
It is
10
very
gold
expensive.
on me.
I have exactly 0 of everything.
I have 12 gold.
Yes, I will
the-
say that ever since I met you, I found no gold. And every gold that we found was on whatever group loot. Yeah.
I have
Community fund.
The gold.
It's 19 gold.
No, it's not. There's a single harbour moon. Oh, sorry, no. There's 500 gold from
Harbor Moons.
from Waterdeep, as in 500 gold worth.
Yes.
But we can only spend that in Waterdeep. We can't really.
Well, the
we can try
value is
to-
full in Waterdeep. You get less value elsewhere.
Yes. If they are kind, they will allow us to buy it for the full value in Waterdeep. If not, we'll pay a little bit extra for the exchange rate. That's fine.
Yeah.
I cannot. If we have a chance to have a diamond, I want one because if any of us fall in battle, I can at least revive you.
All right. Yes. Good idea. Take the Harbor Moon. See if you can barter to try and get them to have a decent exchange rate.
Yeah.
I
Like
would
if
definitely try.
they ever go to Waterdeep, I don't know.
Because otherwise it's going to be our whole money.
Of course, I know. So, Harbor Moons, please.
And she's but
I think
but
so has.
shopping.
Just
We're
3
shopping.
of them. Is it 3? Because we gave us
I
5, right?
can't remember the value. There's 500 gold worth of Waterdeep coin, and each coin
it's
is
worth like
100. I can't remember if it's Harbor Moon or whichever version it was.
Yeah. Just give me 300 worth of Harbor Moons.
Yeah.
Give it to me. So, no, come over here. So, stop running. Get over here. I just need 300 gold worth. All right, you can not have the rest, but this is for all of our survivals. All right.
After persuasion, I'm sure she'll give in and she'll.
Thank you. So, if you die first, these could save your life. I'll be back, and I run back towards the High Priestess, and I just kind of. All right. We don't have gold right now. However, we do have Harbor Moons that are from Waterdeep.
Which are made of gold and electrum, or gold and
Yes.
platinum, I think.
I hope that at least for your troubles, we'll give you an extra 5, if that's all right.
So roll a negotiation, persuasion or intimidate. I would suggest not intimidating.
Persuasion.
And
It was a 1 for a second. It was exactly a 1.
Wow, that was really scary.
It
Yeah.
turned. It
It
went.
was almost an at what?
and she only got she would have gotten a little bit less, and she agrees to the 300.
Thank you so much.
If it
Thank
is
you
a
so much.
300 gold one that you need.
Yes.
I can't remember the spell cost that needed, but yeah.
It's exactly 300 gold.
Okay. If it's a 500
Thank you.
gold one, I'm just going to remove the extra coins from everyone's sheets for a while.
No. Oh, I'd rather die than pay 500. Thank you so much. Thank you. May Kellen will bless you and your god. Hopefully you'll be seeing us later, and I hope that at least Summit Hall survives. And I wish you luck in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Oh, the whole will survive, even if we do not.
I'm
someone
talking
will-
about you in general. For your generosity. Thank you. I'm walking away already. Business is done.
Good luck.
Come back downstairs, very excited. Like, all right, I got it. Look at it. And
Oh, very nice.
diamond is- yes. So you cannot hold it. I am going to keep it. And I put it in my bag. All right. We have also -5 from the community fund, or did she do it on exactly 300?
So essentially, we have 200 gold worth of Harbor Moons now.
Yes.
I'm gonna mark that separately in the community fund.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
G.
Trying to find out where it's listed, but
I think So has it somewhere in her actual physical notebook.
Well, cool. It's in the group fund now.
Sounds good. All right.
treasure ledger.
Oh, the treasure. We have the treasure ledger.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah, that was Ward's job to fill in.
That's right.
It's
Right,
been
that's
a
right.
while.
It's not been touched for a while.
Yes, we have a treasure
It's
ledger.
all- I
Right
forgot
down
that
the
we
bottom.
have them. Yeah. I have it open. I was looking at the 20 gold. So we've got
Yeah.
it. We're good. Let us depart then. Yes.
That
Let's
means
go.
Okay.
we have 4 Harbor Moons left.
I think I've got it written down. We got 300 gold worth, so 200 gold worth left.
Yep. Sounds good. I mean, it's all bad. We spent so much money on that diamond, but it's
It's a safety.
It'll literally save our lives. So
save a life. Yeah. But we'll be fine. It's okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 things prepped. I need to get rid of 2. Get rid of that one. And we're not gonna need food and water. We're not gonna need that. Clairvoyance?
well, not when we have Thurvane. You're very good at scouting the land for food.
You know where there's a bear?
Yeah, I can show you the bear I killed. It's probably rotten by now.
Yes,
Okay.
but I can only scout for 5 people.
Well,
it's
there's
only
5
the
of
small
us.
group.
Yeah.
Okay.
You, me, Kadan, So, and Robold.
Rolled.
Yeah,
Wait, no.
true.
Just for us 5.
That's just enough.
So you head
Right. We head out.
out. Still in the morning. It's a lot quicker traveling by yourself. Get to the river. How are you crossing the river?
I have prepped water walk for the day. Ritual cast.
Can you
Because
ritual
I
cast
knew
it?
you
Yes,
were-
you can.
Yes, you can.
Doesn't use
10
up a
minutes.
spell.
Concentrating. All right, everybody. Let's ride.
And so's going. No. Um, as you get across the water, no problem. Where are you heading from there?
Should we try?
I marked on the map where that secret entrance was.
You did.
So if we just kind of follow this hill up that way, and then down that little, so there's a little valley, and I'll basically just sort of describe the way we came from. And Thurvane, you're good at remembering like the way we came, right?
Thurvane is. Leah isn't. Which is a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking because I want to
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But the player isn't, so.
So you do. You find
Wanderer.
you find the cave where you were. And you slowly work your way through the old collapsed cave. And I've got to move the tokens off the map because I was assuming you were going through the top, not the bottom, because I totally forgot you had the bottom entrance.
We don't have to say hi to Renwick.
But that's what I totally expected, that you were going to be going through there, so that's why I had that prepped, and I took off all the stuff in the bottom.
We do want to talk to him, but this is more pressing.
Now, I just need you to tell me when you want to be really quiet. And I'll just make us extremely undetectable.
There you go.
This is a big map.
It is, you're down the
Yeah.
bottom.
I see myself right there.
Yeah.
This is the map that made us lag a lot last time.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Give me a sec for that. I think I may have fixed a few things there. I'll just check.
Oh shit! We're still also in the Lich's room up top.
I know, I just copied and pasted from that one, but it should be less laggy now. I removed a few of the dynamic lightings I had previously.
Okay.
Delete. All right.
There you go.
We're
Yeah.
sneaking
Now would be the time to be sneaky.
All right.
I'll just cast Best Without a Trace. Just stay close to me. 30 feet is what we need, so.
I'm going to
Alright.
need someone to help me walk and navigate through this path. These paths I cannot see
Alright.
very well.
Okay.
So you're in charge of Kadan.
Wait, no.
Right. Rolling
The
stealth.
GM's running so
That's 19
yep.
because of past that trace.
Yep.
I'm always going to be behind that person.
Got 21.
Yeah.
30, wow.
Awesome. Again, you feel as you enter, you feel the breeze behind you as you enter, and so where are you heading?
Well, I think I'm gonna. Well, the paths what I scattered out before. I think if we head left from this place.
Up.
Yeah. So on the map, up.
Okay, so again, this is all rough hewn stone. It's only about a 10-foot tall ceiling height. There's axe and pick marks on all the walls, rubble on the ground, but there's the wind at your back.
Right. It seems that they still haven't found this entrance yet. Or at least no one is here at the moment.
Well, they did say down, so I suppose if we go south, that would be towards
It's-
the bottom of whatever it is.
Did we ask them where they... he only knew that they were taken down below, correct?
Yeah.
We don't
I'm
know
not very
exactly
good.
where.
Yeah, south doesn't mean down. South just means south.
Yeah, no, I mean south on the map. That was me kind of mixing in character and out of character.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Let's just round the corners. Yes, just be very quiet, round the corners, and just try to find a way down. That's all we're trying to find. He didn't tell us exactly where because he didn't know. So let's just try to go down.
Yeah.
All right, follow me.
Kadan,
Right.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of sight.
Yeah, just a little bit so I could see everybody next to me.
Yeah. That should help you a little
Alright.
bit.
Thank you. Thank you.
It
All right,
just-
I am going to be holding behind someone's. I'm going to be behind. I have to be behind somebody leading me. So
No, just walk with them, and I'm assuming that Robold or So are with you.
okay, sounds good.
So I don't have to do it all. You feel that wind at your back still as you go into the north. It seems to round the corners as well.
I think the wind's got to go somewhere. So
Of course. Well, the wind would go outside, wouldn't it?
And it's still
Maybe.
going at your back.
Can I try to hear if I hear anything besides the wind? Any steps?
Do
any-
a
there's a grate.
perception.
There's some bars.
Just trying to hear.
I totally
I
lost
want-
where they are now. On the
Uh,
map,
I'll-
I don't see them.
That's okay.
Nah.
Pick a direction.
No, I would have gone with them.
No, pick a
So-
direction. You,
I mean,
No, I would have gone with them. I was just fixing my token. That's not fair.
alright.
they went that
So-
way.
Alright. Do I hear anything?
Next time, though, see this is if you're in Undermountain,
You would just
Yeah.
be lost forever in the wall.
you hear.
No, I was
noise.
doing the concentration token on my token, so and they were just moving. So
No.
when I looked, they weren't there.
There's stairs going downwards.
You hear movement near you as you like in this area here.
Ah,
Something
think
large,
there's something behind that door. And it's
Yeah,
definitely...
there's
and
bigger than
the
us.
door is quite solid and barred.
Okay, yeah.
As in this door
So
here.
if they were taken down, here are some steps going downwards.
But the steps have got bars and it's essentially grated.
Is there
Are
any
they-
locks, keys?
There is a door with what looks to be a good quality lock.
So, could you do your thing?
Do you think so? Hold on. Do we have enough time for me to make it quiet? Or should we just try to do it as quickly as possible?
Quickly, but don't you have your guidance thing?
Oh, I do. Good luck, so. Just slap her on the back. And she has guidance. Let's do
Okay,
it.
so clicking guidance. And doing a sleight of hand, that's it. 'Cause she's got plus 10. Wow.
26 plus 2.
She's got plus 10.
Rose, man.
Yeah. So she's there with the lock and she's like, oh, I've got it. And click, click, click. And she steps back and just swings open. And she's hands on the hips and tail swinging as she walks back.
All right.
Amazing.
Good job, so.
Really well
Amazing.
done. Right, let's go.
Let's go downstairs.
So we should be able to... No, we can move through that.
Wait, Kip, go first. Yeah. I would have... Yeah, I would be behind somebody. I don't know
Yeah.
who.
Well,
Probably
so will Robot will be with.
Yes. Sounds good.
As the stairs start to descend. And through here, the stairs are old and weathered, but they're certainly well-made
This is
dwarven
going
craftsmanship.
deep,
And they keep on descending.
Oh no,
And
craftsmanship.
Craftsmanship, not sheep. We're not in New Zealand. We're in dwarven territory. But
Sorry, if anyone is from New Zealand, he doesn't mean it. No,
I'm from Australia. I do mean it.
I know you do. Yeah.
Yep. As the stairs just keep on descending and descending and descending. And I can actually give you an idea. Okay, I don't like those numbers, so we'll change the numbers. So the stairs keep on descending, going ever increasingly downwards. There's places where sconces can be placed on the walls, which looks like they haven't been used in years. There are old broken lamps as well that are on the walls. Again, just very old and rusted and just have not been used in many, many years. And you keep going for a good maybe 200, maybe even 300 yards down. Not feet, but yards.
That's far
A
down.
long way down.
All right.
And we get to change maps.
Ooh, change maps. When we're
Copy.
going down, I do whisper to everybody, I don't like being this deep down. It's a lot of dirt. Doesn't really help.
Funny enough, it
Oh, when
reminds
we
me of
get
home.
out, we can ask Kip to prestidigitate you clean. For now, let's focus.
It wouldn't help if we're all crushed under rubble.
It's
Strangely,
not gonna happen.
Strangely, it reminds me of home.
You know, Kip, we should probably visit your home at least once of these times.
No. No.
I was just trying to make friendly conversation. Don't.
No. I appreciate the sentiment, but no.
Oh,
Right
all right.
now, the best thing is to speak the less we can.
It's just
Okay.
there's just so many goddamn stairs. I'm just
Kadan, calm down.
Take from the other screen. I only took 3 of you, and I probably need the rest because you're going to be asking to use the others, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yes. Oh,
No, we'll just
I'm
leave
being
them there, it's
attacked.
we're gonna need a barbarian.
Oh, I'm being attacked. Give me help.
Oh,
No.
can from the I hate to, but because it's not my character, can we say so got some arrows from the abbey?
Nope.
what? No. Damn it. She would have asked 100%.
It's not my character. I didn't think to ask.
She's got 4 left.
I'm
Actually,
sure she would have asked.
I think she's got more than 4, actually. She's got 11.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a reasonable number.
That's reasonable enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So you find yourself. Did I move you across? There we go.
Oh, yep. Top right.
And of course, I did not get.
Oh my god, this is a big map.
This map
Yeah.
is very big. I am very small.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I need
I had to scroll all the way up to find
Oh.
us because it was all black.
Is it
Oh,
it
yeah.
still not lit, Karsh? It's still all dark.
Well, they're up
No.
here.
Oh yeah, I see. But like, I'm just asking, like in character.
It's
is it
all
still just
dark.
pitch black?
It's all pitch black.
All right, I am
So,
still behind.
Those of us with dark vision would not see.
Exactly
No,
that.
those.
Oh, it's in magical darkness.
Oh no, it's still dark. So if you've got dark vision, you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me do a description before you start
Yes.
moving. It's kind of an easy, kind of good thing. So as you've descended the ancient stair, it leads out into a passageway, which is where you find yourself now. The ancient stair, as said, maybe 200 or 300 yards deep. The flights go maybe 20 to 30 feet before turning, and again, and you keep on descending down. The middle of the stairs is actually quite worn, but each stair was quite well crafted once, but has been obviously used over many years. The ceilings here are 15 foot high. I won't give you other bits and pieces because that's like naughty. And you're not there yet, so I'll leave that one to be read shortly.
Okay.
And there we are. Find yourself
There we-
no longer on the stairs.
Doesn't seem like we're in Kansas anymore.
No.
Right,
What's
let's go.
that? I don't know that location.
Galan, do I have to take your light off you?
What? No, I'm just going to the left and the right. I can't see any further than this. I'm just waiting for Kip to move so I can follow along.
Stay by me. Stay close.
Yes.
So as you start venturing out, you find yourself standing above a large cavern, or chasm, I should say.
Oh no.
It opens up above to maybe 50, 60, 70 feet, could even be 100 feet, and below possibly the same again, into the darkness below. The causeway which you're walking on does not have railings. It just seems to be somehow stable and just sitting there above.
Kadan. Okay,
Yes.
Kadan.
Yes.
I'm not going to say this very much.
Of course.
So savor this opportunity. Grab my tail. Because if you walk off course, you will fall to your death.
I will comply, of course.
And I
Thank you,
will
Kip.
lead Kadan down this causeway.
Oh, something just went wrong. Just hold on a moment. My whole screen just went white.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
No,
Oh, God.
it's not a bad thing. For some reason, it opened up another page. There we go.
Kiri, quickly
No,
explore
buddy,
the map while he's not listening.
Get back there! Get back there!
Jump!
Get back there! Because this is what I was trying to open.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh Christ.
Oh!
Oh,
Damn
no.
it!
I would have
So-
been right here.
The passage leads into a subterranean chasm spanned by a zigzag 10-foot wide stone bridge without railings. The bridge links tunnels to the north and south. The chasm floor is deep below the bridge and consists of a jumbled mass of boulders and rocks. To the rest of the chasm narrows but continues some distance. And yeah, initiative as... Well, you'll see when I roll initiative. If that helps.
Right. Gotcha. Cool. No, this is good. This is what I expected.
Yeah.
You can roll initiative?
Gonna be great! Gonna be great! We haven't had a combat in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
That was about to
Well-
come.
Yeah, well, you haven't been hunting like Kip has been. If you weren't vegan, you'd have combat.
I know.
That's a good argument for the real world, too. They're
That's
not
a
vegan,
wrong
you should-
layer for that.
You're not
Um,
vegan. Well, I turn into animals. It's weird to eat them.
Oh god, that's...
Boy. Oh,
Why did that work
boy.
like that?
Oh, boy.
That is going to be so great, Robolt. Really great. Really. Really.
So,
Oh shit, what's my owl?
drop it off, yeah. Just have Kono work on your initiative. It makes it so much easier
Yeah,
for me.
I rolled and it moved my initiative, but I was originally on 11, not 5.
Okay.
11-2. Can't you change your number?
I can.
I can.
Um,
Oh, I think
Oh,
we
yeah.
can too.
Yeah, I can change mine.
Alright.
So
Sounds good.
as you're walking across, Kadan, seeing you don't have any, you can't see anything going on. You're just holding this
Oh.
tail. You just hear this movement above you. You can't see
I-
anything, but you hear a movement above you.
Stop. There's something above us, and I believe for me to be even effective in this probably dangerous time, I think that I should probably take out fart. So I take out fart and I just cast daylight right away.
Oh,
Full daylight?
Daylight.
like?
I am daylight.
Okay, what was daylight? That was 120?
Yeah, it's huge. light.
120, 60, I think, maybe.
I have the actual spell. So
It's 60 feet,
60 feet radius.
60 feet radius and of bright light and 60 feet
Feet
dim light.
dim.
120, 60.
Yeah.
So
120, yeah.
total.
The 60 is where the
Yeah, exactly. Where the
dimness
dim
starts.
Radius. So it's around 120
Yeah.
diameter.
Yeah.
And then the 120 for dim.
So suddenly the light just basks the entire cavern.
Ow!
And
Everyone
you can see
close
the
their
roof,
eyes.
you can see the floor, but you can also see on the ledges above you.
What the fuck is that?
Those are most likely cars. No, sorry.
In Kansas, apparently. You see the rocks above you moving and starting to spread what looks like rings.
Perfect.
God.
Perfect. Yeah, I yelled fart, daylight. And
Yep. You
that's
still
it.
have movement, though.
I don't think.
I'll give you half movement. Because you have...
movement.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think staying here probably the best. I don't want to leave my comrades behind. That's the thing. I would just move right here. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Wait,
Okay.
I can't move there without. Yeah, let's see there. Yep, that's good. I'm done.
Okay. I just want to see what the actions are for this. Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do. Exactly what I thought they were going to do. Okay, so this one right here is going to, like the gargoyle right next to Kadan is going to attack Kadan. The gargoyle, this one comes for Thurvane, and this one comes for Kip. As they swoop down off the cliff face, off the rubble, and there's
God.
Yep. Actually, no. I'll do this one for So.
Wait, no.
Yeah, no, I'll do So.
That would provoke an attack of opportunity from Robold.
Coming down.
Oh.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so
Okay.
3-dimensional space here. They're coming down.
Okay. Yep. Fair
and
enough.
off.
Fair
Yep.
enough.
Cool. So the first attack is I'm going to do on So. And essentially what we're going to do is it comes down and it pushes.
That's what I thought it was gonna do.
It
Pushes
always
her
push.
back,
Tries to push her off
like this way or this way.
the path.
Oh,
So
I mean,
athletics or dodge, guys? What do you think?
dodge, dodge.
Acrobatics. Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics is +4. Athletics is +1, so acrobatics, yes.
How is her acrobatics 4? She should have like 1 million. That's not good.
Okay.
Can she make a dex save? Can she do anything? Because you've literally just killed her.
As she's pushed off and she's out there just not falling.
Oh.
Floating.
Yes, slowly.
Floating slowly. What is this place? Why doesn't gravity
Would
work?
that be considered? Would that be considered flying?
Flying is when you throw yourself at the ground really, really hard and miss.
Isn't that gliding?
No, that's flying. When you throw yourself at the ground and miss. No?
Makes sense. It makes
Yes.
way more sense.
Yes.
Alright.
Kadan. Oh, so I will allow an attack of opportunity because it does make sense. Shouldn't have been rage, but yeah, I'll let it go. That is a hit though.
7 slashing.
There you go.
Uh,
Kadan or Kip? Who do you want to be next?
I already went. I'm 22.
No, as in the attack. The push.
Oh, for
Up to
oh,
you.
like this?
So strength for Kadan.
Oh, they're going to push us. Oh, I thought. Oh, okay.
That's what they're trying to do. They're essentially dropping down and trying to push you off.
Acrobatics, I guess.
Which
I
one?
have a 3. 22.
You hold yourself. You hold. You get your hand on the wall as he's pushing you and he's grabbing you and like you stay on there.
That's not good.
Yep.
That's really bad.
Kip, do you have inspiration? This may be one time.
Not
to use it.
anymore.
That'll be nice.
Would you like to have mine?
I mean,
if you want to.
they haven't rolled yet.
Okay, let's go. Let's do their push because that's what they're going to do. The first attack is a push.
I don't know what I could do with inspiration.
Oh. I don't think you need it.
Swoops down and tries to push you.
With my acrobatics of +7, do I even need to roll?
Yeah.
+7 is more than 6.
Oh yeah. So as he tries to push you, you jump over the gargoyle.
Into the pit.
No, you just swap places.
No.
There you go.
Perfect. All right.
And it lands on the platform. So is still there floating. She actually keeps on moving outwards though.
Is it magical floating?
She's
Yeah.
going down, but she's going down a little bit at a time.
Like sinking.
Yes.
All right.
But she doesn't have control over it. So that's where she gets to.
She's not moving-
She pulls
she's not
out a
trying to
bow
move
and tries
closer-
to shoot.
She's not trying to move closer towards us. She's not trying to.
Doesn't seem to have
walk
control over it.
Okay.
As in she was pushed off and she seems to be thrown and keep going slowly downhill and slowly off.
All right.
But she'll shoot the gargoyle that actually attacked her.
Sneak attack because it's next to Robold.
I'll do that too. It's 2 dice, not 1, so try that. Roll that twice. 16 damage. There we go. Devane?
Okay. So you said what's happening to So isn't technically considered flying, correct?
She's more floating than flying.
How are we gonna get her back?
Trying to see what I have that I could help with, but I mean, I did prepare Earthbind, but I don't think because she's floating up here. If she was floating up here, I could try to Earthbind her to the ground.
And
But-
you think you'd earthbind her to the ground 100 feet below.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that I don't.
I've got a thing. You got
a thing?
can do something.
Okay. Are they flying, those gargoyles?
They've all
Because
landed.
then I could Earthbind them.
They've all landed.
They landed. Okay,
Yes.
so no. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Bard's Kin on myself for my action, which would put my AC to 16. In as my bonus action, let me just actually do this. I will, as my bonus act, and that will make us lose a pass without trace. Just so we know.
Okay.
Because it's a concentration spell. I'm doing that on purpose. And as a bonus action, I'm going to turn into a bear. A brown bear.
The bears fly?
No, but I don't have anything that can fly at this level.
Yeah. Just checking. So you're a big brown bear now.
Yeah, with an AC of 16 because Barkskin does.
Yes. Which is what you were thinking of, what you were asking before, yes. Dervain's bear form. There we go. I'm just going to move you there, move bear form there.
I'm just going to. Yeah, I'm just
I'll
going
move
to.
Kana. I'll move Kana.
There we go. Therefore,
I can't seem to put 6. There we go. Okay, and are they? So they all landed, right?
they all 3 landed. Yes.
I want to move, but I want to move around. I can't move around the thing,
You're a
right?
large creature. Moving around is going to be very, very hard.
Yeah. So, suppose that's my turn. And
Alright.
God bless us all.
You don't have any
Gods.
attack actions, just that. Okay.
No, because I cast Bark Skin as my
Ah,
action.
that's right.
So.
Sure. Kip.
Right, bonus action. I'll activate the blade song.
You have got an advantage because if you're attacking because you've pack tactics.
I'm not. I'm going to run past.
Oh.
And I am going to take out my 49 feet of hempen rope and throw it towards So.
She catches. I'm not even going to roll. She just catches.
And I'll start to.
There is an attack of opportunity.
Go ahead, by all
Okay.
means.
I just wanted to make sure you understood. Yep.
Yep, I was prepared for that.
Yep. As you run past, it tries to claw at you with a critical.
Oh, ouch. Oh,
That's rough, but I'll take it.
Yep.
At least he rolled not fantastic damage.
No. Actually, no, you rolled pretty good damage. That's pretty much
Oh,
max.
really? Okay, these guys are weak as shit then. I'll take it.
Well, you think they're weak as shit.
It's just the location. Location.
It's
And,
location.
Actually, no, it wouldn't help. Okay, and then I will start to pull So in.
There you go.
moving back here so I can pull her onto the ledge.
So she's still moving a little bit, but there, and she'll essentially get to there with
Cool.
your rope. There you go.
That's my turn.
And my little doodle. Always saving. She does, as she gets to the ledge, you notice she has dropped a little bit in height, and she's having to like climb up the ledge when she gets to it. Robold rages, I think.
Yep, or rage.
Yeah.
And the gargoyle next to Kadan must make a dex save.
For why?
I believe she took the Storm Aura Barbarian.
Makes sense.
But don't I have to make a dex save too because I'm
Nope,
Nestor?
it's a one creature that Robold can choose.
Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
If it was the Fire Aura, then yeah.
Yeah, I would be screwed. Yeah.
But the Storm Aura, which I know Kimali took that because it's thematic.
It is. Fails it? What does that do then?
Fails, takes 1d6 lightning.
It's really good when you know other people's characters so well. Because you know them better than I do. And that's even before the
I've
attack.
built a lot of characters. I know abilities of a lot of classes.
There you go.
Did you roll for the damage?
I haven't even rolled. Yeah, I've rolled the damage. Oh, it's going for me. Sorry. 6 damage, so it maxed out.
Oh, nice. And then reckless attack on the one in front of him.
Oh, we don't have reckless. We've got Great Axe raging.
Well, reckless is just advantage.
Advantage.
Okay, it's already set there.
But
Jenny.
then they get advantage to attack him.
Okay. Lots of dice.
Crit. Oh, okay.
Not as much damage as you'd like, though.
It's alright.
That is perfectly serviceable.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 15 damage in one turn, which is, you know.
Yep. It's actually, I think, more than that. Yeah, because there's been other attacks going on there.
Well, I mean from Robold, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to do Kano's turn.
Yep. What's Kana doing?
He's just gonna fly down here.
Okay.
And he doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity because he's got the flyby feature.
Yeah.
Bye.
Kadan, what would you like to do?
Hi.
We shall spiritual weapon, obviously.
Oh, and the one
one
next to
that's
you?
right. Yes. So I'm gonna grab.
A 12 is not a hit.
It's fine. I will still put it down. Go. There it is. And then I am going to Toll the Dead because that's the classic thing that Kadan does. Because
And the one next to you, or the
the one that's
Oh.
next to you?
It's now 2d12. If it
One,
hits.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think the one because the only issue is that with the bear will probably be good. Robot, yeah, I'm just gonna do the one next to me. I'm gonna move back a little bit though, so it can't push me
Okay,
off.
I was wondering about that one.
Yeah. All right, let's do Toll the Dead. So either
It's 2d12. It's 2d12 because
2d12.
because you hit level
Yeah,
5.
because we're yeah.
Cantrips get stronger.
And wisdom save. I don't
so that'd
think
be 9.
that they've got good wisdom saves. And I don't think that's enough.
Yep.
So 9
They
points of
take
damage.
9 points. Fantastic. Amazing. All right. And then I'm going to yell at everybody. Get in the hallways. Don't stay on the bridge. And that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So gargoyle attacks. We got one on Kadan, Robold, and Mr. Bear.
Mr. Bear.
There we go.
This is house, right?
So Kadan.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, did I mention they attack twice?
No, but
They do.
Neither of them hits.
So
we're
neither hit with your amazing AC of 17.
good. Yeah, it barely
And
misses.
Robold, and this has got advantage on Robold.
Mm.
And I believe neither of them's hit. No, the first one
Another
does.
15 hits.
Oh, 15. Yes. 8 piercing damage. Jeez. Oh, it's halved. No, she didn't take bear.
No,
piercing
piercing
no,
is
it is.
anyway.
halved.
Oh, piercing is halved. That's right. Yep.
It
Yeah,
is.
never mind.
So it's 4.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and smashing.
God,
Bear
what
will
I just
have
do.
magic halved as well.
It doesn't have 4 HP. She took 4 damage.
Yeah. I went from 50, 58 to 50. It was like, no. Plus 4, but I went equals 4. That's what I did. So it's from 54.
All right. There we go.
Bear. Same thing. Bite claws.
Roll for bear.
AC 16, so miss.
Think
No
the
and
second
yes.
one hits.
But
Yeah.
that was with advantage, though.
It's not. I just
23.
hadn't clicked it off. Yeah. Yeah. So 3 slashing damage from the gargoyle.
Okay, let me just do
And he moves
that.
back there, just so I can actually have you on the platform.
And I'll do a con save.
Yes, please, for your concentration.
Yeah, I'm
I
fine.
think that's good. And So's attack. Well, is So embracing you in a monster, or is she shooting? I'm thinking that way.
So, yeah.
Does So
Um,
swing twice, or she only swing once?
No.
She's a swashbuckler. She has.
None of us swing twice because all the martial classes multi-classed.
Well,
I
she's got a
swing twice
dagger.
because I'm a bear.
Yeah.
Oh
but
yeah,
okay.
so you can offer
Yeah,
her the
she
da-
can do it. Yeah.
but that doesn't get sneak attack.
Either way,
The second
it's-
one doesn't.
So
They both miss.
it's
Neither
6
hit. Fuck.
and 6 and another hit.
Oh wait,
anyway.
is she flanking? She's flanking with the bear though.
Yeah, she is.
Do we do flanking? I
Yeah.
thought we didn't do flanking.
How does flanking work again?
Well, she gets
In-
advantage.
Advantage.
Surrounded.
So do those again.
We did flanking? When did we do flanking? I guess it just never comes to play with me.
Well, no.
Because you're always behind.
I'm always away.
She misses either way.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, ow, that was.
Jeez Louise, that's rough.
that's a lot of sneak attack damage, though.
Yeah, but she missed everything. Anyway,
Okay, I'm going to do a bite and a claw because I also do bite and claws as a bear.
mm-hmm.
So First, the bite with advantage probably doesn't hit.
No, it does not. You bite
Wow.
in. You bite into what feels like rock, and you got now rock and chunks of rock in your teeth, in your mouth. Yep.
And now, claw. Oh,
that-
damn it!
Does hit.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh! Yeah!
15,
Okay.
16 points of
Wow,
damage.
that's max damage.
A lot of damage there.
Yeah!
As you swipe across, a bit of its wing falls off to the cabin floor. Which is, yeah, really disgusting. Any
Wait,
movement.
two its wings fall off. Push it. Kick it off.
Theatrics, not physics.
Oh, all right. Push it off.
Any movement?
Nope. I'm staying
Okay.
here.
Damn. No one falls for that. Kip.
Alright. I'm gonna move in, and I'm gonna attack twice.
Yep.
This one. Just making sure. Yep.
You got advantage. Everything else.
First one is a
That's
26.
a hit.
Second one is a 23. That's
That's a
14 in
hit.
total. How's it looking?
Well, you should be able to see the hit points.
Nope.
No.
Not for the gargoyles.
There we go. Sometimes I prep it, sometimes I don't.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about
It's
that.
hurt.
Okay.
It's pretty hurt.
Because when I do prep it, I have to prep the entire map. So it's
Makes
just-
sense. Oh, this one's not even touched.
it is. It's
It-
not touched much.
In that case, I will do this. Extra 5, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Here we go again. I don't think they got a good wisdom.
I have to say I love the macros that help us count spells and superiority dice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
Oh!
Definitely didn't get
Yep.
past that wisdom.
So it's disadvantage to everyone except me.
Okay, and takes 5 damage as well on top
Takes
of.
an additional 5 damage.
Yeah. So that's the D&D 5th edition companion. But I think you need to be a pro user to use that
Right.
API script. I like it too.
Ah. And Kano's just going to kind of flit around the edges.
Okay. And Robold, same
Alright,
thing
the
again.
one. Alright, Robo, the one directly in front of him, deck save.
That's right.
I just want to check if it's half damage on a pass or not.
No, so it's another 6.
Another 6.
Take it off GM only.
Nice.
Good
And
to
then reckless attack
swing it in.
with
One
advantage.
character. Advantage, yep, done.
Oh,
Hits.
Whoa!
Crit.
crit.
Poor damage though.
Yeah, they're very
Yeah.
poor damage.
Yeah.
Still 11.
Never mind. Oh, bless is bless supposed to be up? I don't think it is.
Bless is
No.
Bless is not up. Oh.
Okay.
No. I just, yeah. On other people's character sheets may have been there previously, and it's like, let's take that
Yeah,
off.
no
But yeah.
We had Bless the other time we
Yeah.
did combat because I had it clicked too and I had to unclick it.
So that's Robold, he can't move. Get on.
All right. So I'm still swinging at the one in front of me, and then Toll the Deading the one in front of me. I'm just gonna act like I can't see that little sliver of health on the other one. Let's see.
You can
Hey,
tell
hey,
which
hey.
one's more damage than the others.
Okay. If that's the case, I will swing at the one that has little health then.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
want to.
Like that's why I put the health bars visual, so you can see how much damage the creatures are and how much damage each others have.
Okay. Makes sense.
Because you can see when you hurt someone.
All right. Then I will swing with the spiritual weapon at the bottom one then.
Yep. Do your attack.
So let's see.
Hopefully
Swing.
it's-
I'm looking for it. There it is.
Bing, bada bada.
Swing,
Hits.
swing, swing.
Oh, that's
11.
big damage.
Nice.
Swing! Wabla! Smash it into pieces. Its force should become pieces on the ground.
Those pieces shatter.
Nice. The shovel was made for this.
Digs
The
earth.
shovel comes in and just goes bong, and bits shatter off into the
Perfect.
darkness below.
Perfect. All right, and then the one next to me told the dead. Let's do it. So 11 or 17.
And you've got it fixed up. Awesome. Wisdom.
Good job.
Can't pass this.
Yeah.
Failed again.
Flat 5.
17.
7.
Oh boy.
Terrifying. So
Kadon
scary.
MVP.
What a scary cantrip.
It's so good.
As the
really
bong resonates throughout the cavern. So two
Wait,
bongs
level
just went off.
Sanctuary.
The jump from 1d12 to 2d12 is massive.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
really
see.
good.
Any
It's
movement?
really good.
I'm going to stay here.
Okay.
Just hang back.
The gargoyles go. So yeah, we're just going to do straight attacks. I think we're going to focus on Kip.
Well, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I'm like, God.
you're doing the most damage.
And I did goad it.
Yeah, and he has to attack. Essentially, he focuses on you. So Kip's first.
First one misses,
Just.
and before it does the second one, I will riposte for 10 damage.
Battle Masters are so
Doesn't
fun.
kill it though.
No, but so it does do the second. That's fine.
I know where you're going with
Just-
that.
Just in case. Just in case.
Yeah, you're not that far off. It was a good option actually. The other one on Kadan.
Seems perfectly fine with me. Wait, no. 8
we go.
damage. Ow.
Um,
Ouch. They never touch. Alright.
oh damn! I've really stuffed this up too.
What?
Oh well. No, I'll tell you about it afterwards. Here you go. So's gonna do a backstab to try to finish off.
Yep.
Um,
Oh wait, I forgot.
What'd you forget?
So if she attacks someone, gets a free disengage from that creature.
if she wants
Oh,
to.
she does.
Yeah, if she wants to. I forgot about that last round, but
Yeah.
for future.
Wow, so many dice.
I know.
26.
26 hits. That's enough to kill. You really were close. Like really close to killing it with your riposte.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I don't need the cave bear anymore. And she moves back. Devane? Mr.
Okay,
Bear?
can I pass here?
Very hard. I'm just gonna say no, actually.
Nope.
What?
Usually I would like you can say yes, but remember there's a drop.
Yeah, without pushing robot off, it makes sense.
Then I don't have anything I can do. There's
Okay.
nothing I can do.
Yep. Okay.
You could drop it and chuck some spells.
Mm-mm.
No.
Not gonna drop.
Just
It's
don't
2
be a
hours.
bear.
I'm just
You're gonna stay very.
gonna be a bear.
Just gonna
Yeah.
be a bear. Be a bear.
Makes
Gonna
sense.
be a bear.
But that's unbearable.
Respectable.
And Kip?
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't. I have taken very little damage.
Yeah.
I
Dropping
am
would
going
be-
to
Same issue.
bonus action.
It's gonna be hard to get around the bear.
Bonus action.
Second wind.
13 max healing.
Nice.
Yahey!
Nice.
You
I'm
were
gonna
low.
just-
Wow. That almost doubles his health.
Yep.
He was
Um,
close.
And well, somewhat. And then I will try and vault over Thurvane because I'm a small size.
I'll vault under.
Or
Scramble
under, yeah. I will just
Oh.
dodge.
I'll help.
nimbly.
I'll lift
Like-
a paw.
I'll move past Thurvin in a really cool way.
Okay. Athletics.
I'll
check
lift
for
a
that.
bar to help him.
Or
Athletics.
Sorry, acrobatics.
Acrobat-
Sorry.
Yep, and because of Blade Song, I have advantage on that.
In a really cool way, I get a 19.
Super cool.
Describe your cool ray then.
As Thurvin, like it's just basically I run up, I just sort of like grab onto the shoulder and just kind of vault myself over. And as I come down on the other side, I land with a booming blade on that last gargoyle.
Again, another.
I'll give him a nudge like this.
Booming blade.
This one's just been hit almost by like Sonic, really. Like everything's
For
been
9.
bang, bang. Didn't take the kill, but he's almost there.
He's almost there.
So yeah, just kind of like vault over. The scimitar crackles without energy. Just as I
And
come down.
Robold.
It looks fucking cool.
It
Deck
cannot
save.
The deck save. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, the deck save first, isn't it?
I mean, it's the bonus action. That's the bonus action.
Yep.
Wow, these guys
Yeah.
are not very dexterous.
No, they do get an advantage. Just like not advantage, but they do get some.
And
Now the axe.
reckless.
Who was gonna smash this shoddy stonework into pieces?
Yep.
24.
That was
Robold.
enough to take it out without the deck save.
Oh wow. It's max near max. That's not even max damage. Holy crap.
You can do damage. It's just a one-shot damage most of the time. And that's the issue. And so now that we've finished the battle and we've finished combat, what I didn't include was the fact that they've got resistance to all of your damn weapons.
Oh.
Even my bites?
Ah,
Makes sense.
What's your bite? Piercing, bludgeoning,
Yeah.
slashing. Which
And
one?
it's not magical yet. It will
Makes
be.
sense. That makes way more
It's not
sense.
yet, but it
They
will
are made of
be.
stone.
Yeah.
oops.
Yeah. Oh well. And it was like you'd already taken like, oh no, I'm not going to retroact to that. I'm just going to. We'll keep going.
Yep.
Thank you.
Next level,
Thank you,
next
Mr.
level,
Blue.
my bites and claws will be magical.
Yeah. So you're just taking out 3 gargoyles.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna take a piece of the gargoyle, the one that fell next to me, and just kind of take a piece, put it in my pocket for safekeeping.
All right. Now
Like
this
a
place
talon?
is.
I'm staying there, by the way.
Yeah. Now this place is covered in daylight. I presume I can see this little. I can see this little crevasse here.
Yep. It keeps on extending.
So I'm going to send Kano that way and look through his eyes.
Ah. Okay.
it
Yep.
turns dark because Connor just gets murdered over there.
I've done it before.
You have.
Precedence has
Yeah.
been set.
So you can see that it keeps on extending.
It's a dead end.
You can also see as you move down that there's looks to be an old entrance, or not an entrance, but another almost natural cavern that's there. Can I get a perception check, please?
Right. Yep. Using Kano's stats.
Yep. Well, no, it's yours because it's your perception.
Oh no, but I'm looking through his eyes.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Yep. Sure.
But he does get advantage because of Owl.
True.
Natural
Okay.
20.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. So that there. Where is that? What layer is that on? Oh no, it's actually written there. You see that there's a path, and it's on the map, but it shouldn't have been, running along the edge. It's very thin from there to there, and what looks to be maybe like there's something here, but you can't really make it out even for natural 20.
Really?
Yeah. Like the path leads to it.
Yeah, the way you've set up the shadows is blocking off quite a bit, so I can't see much of
Oh,
anything.
sorry. No, it's not me. The shot. Oh. Oh, wow. I've just. Why is it not this layer? Hold on a minute. There's a really weird shadow layer that's on here. Okay, so remove this. This should remove a lot.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And there's an entrance there.
Okay.
And there.
Oh.
I didn't realize that all the secret stuff's not on the is actually on the other layer.
Okay, yeah, I see a lot.
Yeah.
And are those statues?
They look like statues frozen. Do you want to go in there?
All right, I'm going to use Keanu.
I'm just asking.
What do these statues look like?
They look like people frozen in place.
What expressions
Stone
on their
people.
face?
Surprise, mostly. Fear.
Uh-oh.
Just let move quickly.
Yep. Yep. Nope. we are noping out of there.
I wonder how that works if you're looking through the eyes.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right. Yep. Nope. I'm gonna.
Yep. Can I get a stealth roll, please? Bukanu. You are flapping about in the darkness and...
15.
15, yep, nothing. Didn't hear any alarms go off or anything.
Okay. Come back. Connor will come back, and I will, like, from going like white-eyed, like, phew. Okay. There's some shit. I saw. I'd only caught a tiny glimpse of it, but I think it was a Goliath.
All right.
And somewhere and further on, statues. Except I don't think they were statues. I think they were petrified people.
Petrified.
Petrified. As in, turned to stone. Unless someone has a really morbid fascination with carving statues of people in surprise and horror. Which, you know, I'm not one to judge, but it's a niche art market.
Did you... Oh, no, I'm a bear.
You're a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Petrify. I don't even think I have a spell that gets rid of petrify.
That's powerful magic.
It's very powerful magic. Quick question: would dispel magic dispel petrify, or is it more of a physical kind of physical?
Arcane check.
Okay.
Okay, a 20 on the Arcana check.
Not 20s.
Even with only a skill of 1, your memory, your understanding is that just like when undead are created, it's a permanent thing. The magic is done and gone. Creating the thing. So a petrify will be the same thing. As a person or a thing is petrified, there's the magic, and the magic's no longer there. It's an alteration of the form.
We should definitely be more careful if there's something that can petrify here. I'm not a strong enough cleric to have greater.
God. I can see that through Kano's eyes.
What are you saying?
That.
I need to zoom out, I think.
Yeah, what's Kano's vision? Yeah, he's got dark vision of 120 feet.
But there's also light.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
picking them up again? What can you say?
That.
Yeah, okay, yep. I've zoomed out enough to go, yep.
Okay.
There's light coming from that area.
This bridge? Or are you gonna
Yeah,
let it...
I think we might.
What?
They might know we're here.
There's a lot of bongs, remember?
And daylight.
And daylight. I mean, if we didn't have daylight, nothing would have happened.
To be honest, out of character, that's why I didn't mind doing bark skin, because I knew Pass Without Trace wouldn't matter anymore the moment we started combat. So, out of character, because I am a bear now, I can't talk.
Should we continue forward? Should we just push through, or should we?
There was some kind of weird floating path that way through the. So the way we could float here.
Yes.
There is another entrance, like a back entrance. There was one guard.
It's not. It's like the path isn't floating. It's like it's molded into the side of the cliff.
Okay.
So it's very, very subtly done, but it looks like maybe a foot wide molding into the side of the cliff from the actual from the cliff face itself, and without a nice, really good perception, you wouldn't have even noticed it.
Okay.
And it's also 5 foot below the other entrances. Like 5 foot below.
We have a couple
there.
of choices here.
And yep.
This main entrance seems to be quite heavily guarded. I can see some kind of weird monster. Like and then, or we could try with this weird floatiness to go that way and sneak in through the back. I don't know.
Well, the first thing is that those stone beasts tried to push us into the floatiness. So maybe that's not a good idea. Since I mean, what kind of beast did you see down south, Kip?
I don't know. It looked weird. It looked like a weird armored lizard, like a big armored lizard.
It's a good description.
Like with a big sort of like a jaw that looks like it's meant for shoveling rock.
Yeah, or eating it.
If you've played Monster Hunter, it's the Dodogama. The one with a massive fucking jaw.
I'd say we
But
could
not
definitely sneak in. Let's sneak in, definitely, if we try to. I want to avoid combat if we can, especially if there's things here that can turn people to stone.
Do you want to go the flying way? Because there's no way we can avoid combat if we go in that way. It's wide open.
I'm all right with either way, but sneaking in would be better. But since they do know that we're here, it just depends. What do you think, Nervain?
Yeah.
So's keeping to herself, but she seems to be jumping the gaps.
Oh yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how I would communicate that.
Yeah.
just point to which one you want.
So what are the options? Like flying over?
Float that way, or fight a giant.
Oh, did Karsh? I think. Oh,
Yeah.
I saw Karsh.
I'm still here. There we go. We're back.
Okay. So float that way. Which way? Can you point out? Okay.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
that way.
So does, like, it's not a flying cavern.
That is true.
It's not the chasm. It's me.
Oh, really? How
Just
did you do
something I
that?
picked up.
Of course.
To cast levitate on herself.
Or featherfall?
Or featherfall. But I don't think she has featherfall.
Oh, then we only have one option. Then let's continue forward.
I thought I'd before you stepped off, I had to warn you that it's not that.
Out of character, so those here are the 100-foot deep chasms,
Yeah,
right?
it's all around you.
But
And
we don't know
So
if
if
this
you
is a
successfully
platform.
So if you successfully pushed any other of us off, we would have died.
yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
That's why I changed the first person I attacked. I'll do it to so, just in case. And it just
Makes
happened to
sense.
be the one person that failed. Yeah.
All right, let's continue forward. Continue forward.
And
Actually, that said, so could have cast it on any of us who fell. So
It's only on
No?
herself, I think.
no, that's not Featherfall. Featherfall you can cast it on anyone.
I
Oh no,
think it
it's
was
feather
levitate.
fall.
Oh, right.
But I said something she picked up.
Oh, is it a ring?
Yeah.
Oh,
Either a ring of featherfall or like a
Brilliant
ring of
item,
levitate
okay.
or something. Yes.
Okay, ring of Featherfall or something.
Yeah, as I said, she couldn't control it. She was floating and falling a little bit at a time, but she was thrown off, so she kept on moving in that direction until you gave her something to pull her in. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Um,
All right.
And so you're going to attack. Front door
Yes, we're
is
going
always
to.
the best policy, isn't it?
All right.
I'm not
What-
sure we're going to go really deep. I kind of want to look what those things are, if they are platforms that can be used or
They're
not.
not. That's
What I'm
that's
gonna
the crop-
do-
That's the outcropping of the chasm, the walls of the chasm.
What I'm gonna do? We have a choke point.
A choke point.
I could make the floor. I could cast grease on the floor at the choke point, and we lure them out.
And we light it on fire when they come through?
I can't do that, but no, they slip up and they keep falling over.
That sounds like a good idea. I mean, with Thurvane as Thurvane is right now, spike growth would be good, but I'm not sure if Thurvane wants to.
This is there.
Oh, it is. It can, if they can bite through rock, then can it just dig under the grease?
Maybe. And also, I kind of don't want to be on this bridge anymore.
Also, that's also true. Let's get this
If you guys want me to spike growth, I can.
So I'm just gonna send
Stealth roll,
Kano in.
please.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Before that, we'll end because otherwise we'll go way over, and we
Alright,
need to start
sounds
that a little bit late as well.
Okay.
So
sense.
we need to start that a little bit later, because right as we were about to start, or right as I had a blue screen of death for my system, and it took a long time for it to put it back up. So we'll end here. Those people that are watching, you can see what I was pointing out off screen, or what the players don't see. Hopefully the players don't
boy.
go back and watch this, at least this end part, and be able to see what's there. But yeah, there was my stuff up with the gargoyles, so I own it. Yeah.
That's fine. It was an error in favor of the players. So
Yeah.
we're good.
And to be fair, you could have. It was you essentially just made us have a save or die, which is
Oh,
very
yeah.
old school.
Oh
That's
yeah.
very scary.
Yeah.
None of us know feather.
But I did love the fact that you thought the whole chasm was like floaty. And it's like, nope. Nope.
We would have thrown a rock or something down
But
first.
you weren't.
We were going to.
You
We were
weren't.
just deciding which way to go through.
And so wouldn't have
Alright.
said anything, so I had to.
So would have definitely said something.
She would not have until you actually started to walk.
It's probably true.
Get
Probably.
any-
She would have let us die.
Well, she would have said she only would have said something if you were about to step out. That's at least
I
my
actually think
understanding.
she would say no. I actually think she would say it as long as we were planning to go over. She
Yeah.
would say it.
Yeah, if you made that decision,
Actually.
she would say, "Guys, no."
I think she would say before, like when say, "Oh, we can fly over." She'll say, "Oh, look, I wasn't flying over. It's just something I picked up."
She's had it for a long time, though. Quite a long
Makes sense.
time.
It's from the Feathergale Spire.
So we're going to end it here. It's been an interesting. You could have gone other directions, but at least I know where you're going. And yeah, you also with Kanu a great idea of scouting, very, very great idea scouting. Now you know some of the issues and some of the bits and pieces, and that something may be able to petrify. That dark vision as well, being a small creature, got to see something further down as well. So very, very well done. So yeah.
I kind of forgot he could do that when we first entered this area, which I probably should have done.
But there's also a lit up area too. So what he was seeing was an area which was lit up.
Okay.
By the way, next week, if you really want spike growth, I'll drop bear.
It depends.
Might be. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
Because I can't understand everything you say, and I cannot reply as a bear.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, we'll end it there. Hopefully we've got everyone next week. So may or may not be. She's got some scheduling conflicts coming up. She may be fine. She may not be. So Peach may be fine, may not be. So hopefully that's okay. Hopefully Kamali's well. Yeah. So fingers crossed with everybody. We're actually 1 month away from our 1 year of being together as a big group. So it was the 5th of April last year was our first session. And so yeah, that's quite a big one. So yeah. See if we can either kill off the characters, or we may do a one shot of something. You guys can choose. No? I say the no for the killing off. Okay, maybe a one shot then. Cool.
Maybe.
We'll do really goblins maybe.
Oh dear.
No, I like goblins. That's kind of the channel.
Well, we wouldn't have told. Wouldn't have said. You cursed the goblin.
So yeah, I think we did quite well. I mean, I know it's just like you only just gotten into here, but there was other options you could have done.
We didn't actually explore the upper floor. We actually found a way down immediately.
You did.
So it's also pretty good.
You found the exact path, just like you found the exact places where people weren't in the last time. You had no encounters, nothing. You've actually worked your way around.
Yeah, we bypassed. I think last week we bypassed the whole monastery because we found the exact place where the lich was.
Yep. You
I went in as a spider.
Everything. You shortcutted everything. You even shortcutted going across the water by having your water walk. So
That's also true.
yeah. So yeah, that's where we are. We'll do our outros. Everyone's in a different position. I just realised that because that's right. We've probably been like that since the break. Sorry about that. So I can just say that Will's in Leah's position. Leah, you're in Sky's position, and Sky, you're in Will's position. So I won't make you do other people's stuff, like other people's outros, but Leah, would you like to do your outro? Or
I'm Leah. I play Thurvane, the Wood Elf Druid, currently a bear. Probably not going to be a bear, but we'll see next week. Let's hope we survive. Really want to survive,
Well, it depends on if surviving as a statue is surviving. At least it's your own. No,
At least it's reversible with greater restoration, a 5th level spell.
You're Googling, aren't you?
You just have to carry me around.
I have good this.
Okay, I don't have good this. I have to Google everything. And Will?
Oh, yes. I play... follow orbits. What was that? I heard something.
What?
Never mind. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Sorry. I was just asking people to do that. Telling the future. So, my name is Will. I play Kadan, the Human Grave Cleric. I hope everyone enjoyed the time today. And yeah, if we all get petrified, it's just all bad. It's just all bad.
That's okay.
I have to say, Karsh said your name correctly twice today.
I know.
It's weird.
I'm learning. I'm learning. And there are backup characters if people do die, so that's yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got backups.
Still, of all the great traditions of D&D, Save or Dies is not one of them.
Oh, come on! I'm from a time where killer bees are killer bees. So a killer bee had the save versus death, and yes, that was a thing. Save versus death or die. That was it. Done. And lastly, Sky.
I'm Scabushik, or you can call me Marco, and I play Kip the Kobold Fighter. Thank God for high acrobatics checks.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
So you can also catch or follow Peach with Frogget Chair on Twitter. She does she does really good artwork. She does the artwork for the Rusty Daggers campaign, and you can also, if you in the Twitch TV page and you scroll down the bottom, there's a link to a book which is written by one of our cast members here, which I won't mention who it is because it took so long to even know for that to be ever mentioned, and it's never mentioned anyway. We are going to be doing we'll be back next week, hopefully, with everybody. We have Rusty Daggers next week as well. They're getting to an interesting part of the campaign, and they're going to be essentially on the roller coaster to the finish of the Dragon Heist campaign. That's about to start hopefully next week. Friday Night Racing Club is on tomorrow night, and we're going to be possibly working on other role-playing stuff coming up. We, in theory, have We Be Goblins on Monday, yet I have no cast members for that yet, although typically I get them within the last couple of hours. So if I can be bothered, or if I'm feeling happy, I might just accept them, but generally people that apply for the games within the last couple of hours, I just say no to, because there's a lot of work that goes behind getting everyone set up and getting everyone prepared. Even if it's a one-shot, there's still some work to be done. So shout out to Syrinscape, because I haven't done that today. Syrinscape for our audio and noise and stuff in the backgrounds. The best stuff I've ever had. Roll20 actually sent out a tweet going, "What would you like to search? What would you search for audio for your next D&D campaign or next role-playing campaign?" And I just went Syrinscape.com because that's what I search. That's what I use. It's awesome stuff. So I think that's everything. So bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Let's do the dramatic music for the ending,
Done.
because that's where we are, in a dramatic area.